Alright, welcome again everybody to another wonderful session with Strands of Fate. Me, your humble DM, Fate, and our band of intrepid heroes, Lupa Fraternitas, Fembalar, Ari, and Dimmadon, Jasud, and Wolfie, all here in attendance and ready to get the session started. So I hope that you're interested, as we are, for what's about to occur. And without further ado, if everybody's ready, then let's get started. We rejoined the party at the Nine Grills Tavern and Restaurant. It's you guys have just finished off the meal after having a nice long chat with one another. You've done more formal introductions, talking about your group name, Lupa Fraternitas, about some of your past endeavors leading you up to being here, as well as talking about some of your trials and tribulations that you've endured, traveling through the Cliffkeep Mountains, facing off against all kinds of terrible dangers, and quite by proving yourself time and time again to be quite the lucky individuals.
Quite true.
After all this, Nemia is actually more impressed with all of you, and Name is just like starstruck. She's just like wide-eyed, just completely taking in your stories. Like she's like very interested in hearing about you guys.
Oh shit.
They're married.
I'm sure the dragon did it.
Yeah, the dragon.
The dragon. Yeah, always dragon. You know, dragon brings up the chicks. It's dragons, man. Come on.
Pamela has knowledge.
Well, you know, it's seen some things.
And then you did finish off the meal too. Like you essentially received a steak about like yay big. It wasn't a huge. There were other meats, but like the actual dragon meat wasn't really big. It was enough for each of you to get a cut about yay big. About 4 or 5 bites, and it was real decent, very nicely marinated.
Always.
You've all been very well fed, and the check comes, and Nami says, "I believe you said you'd pick this up." She pushes it over towards you.
It's for me.
It's 35 gold.
My pleasure. 35. Yep.
Don't
Alright.
forget the tip.
That's without the tip.
That's without the tip. I'll give 40 gold. I'm
Okay.
not a cheap fucker.
It was a little more expensive, given that you did pick the most expensive item on their menu. I mean, dragon meat. It's really up there.
By of course.
I mean, we've been on the road for a while. It's good to have a nice, you know.
We have our own dragon meat.
Yeah, but still, it's a restaurant. It's nice.
All right. You have anything else that you'd like to talk to Nemia and Name before the night ends?
Depends how drunk are we getting.
Name's right there. She's not letting. She only gives him the one drink, but she's keeping her from drinking anymore.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, if Fembar's buying,
Nah.
February's buying.
Yeah. He's not buying. He bought. He's already done, pretty much.
What do you mean?
if you're buying drinks for everyone, I mean, I'll happily
Just keep him coming. He's just like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, sure. It goes with the meal. It's all right. I'm French. What do you want me to say? We drink wine every time.
Just suit you broke, man.
I'm that one friend that just goes out and is like, "Hey, can you get this around? I'll get the next one, I promise." Never does.
you hear a voice from your shoulder, Jasu saying, "I'm so proud of you."
No worries. Hide on his head. Or invisible head, anyway.
Well, he's not. After a while, he notices that no one's really bothered by you got by a lot, so he comes out just to experiment once or twice, and no one really pays much mind because he's with you.
Good
As long as he's not off causing trouble, then they're okay with him being on your shoulder.
I suppose if he wants to drink.
It's because they don't know him. That's how I deal with it.
Let me think. Yes, I want a drink.
How about this and from that like really fruity drink that I got?
All right. You give that to him as a drink.
Yeah. See what he thinks.
He goes. Yeah.
It's great, right?
Where's the strong stuff?
I mean, this is strong. It just tastes great as well.
It's like someone mixed in sweet dreams with rainbows and garbage.
I know, it's perfect, right?
Garbage.
It's garbage. Wait.
Doesn't even hold a candle to distilled agony. That stuff will get you fucked up.
It does sound fucked up, I'll give you that.
I have two.
That's a point.
I'll keep you off the drinks for now.
Distilled agony and the tears of innocence. That's a really good one, especially when it's been matured for 2,000 years.
I start taking a drink away. I think you've had too many of these already.
I haven't even had any yet, you prick.
Exactly.
I got a question. How late is it?
Go home, bub.
It's about you guys have been there for about a couple hours, chatting and gradually eating, and maybe even asking for a little extra. It's about reaching around 9 p.m. ish. Name and Neme are looking about ready to leave.
Okay. Question. Most of the shops are probably closed right now.
Yes, the sun's already set. But you do have a couple of days before the event, so there'll be a little time gap for you guys to do a few things. So after you guys wrap up with eating, we'll and you guys hit back to the end. We'll do a quick time skip.
All right.
I
I think we asked pretty much everything we needed to the girls.
Yeah. Wait. Where's my checklist? We said if they need our helps, they can always come to us.
Yeah.
To ask them their favorite colors.
Fuck! I need to know that.
Black and pink could be the answers.
Actually, Aaron would like to ask, seriously, like, what are your favorite colors, actually?
Oh.
Name says pink, and
Of course.
let's see.
They're the same person.
Nimia says red.
Ooh.
You know what red says about you as a person, right?
Evil.
I'll leave you to think about that and
Aaron's
walk away.
gonna... Aaron's gonna grab Jasud and look at David and say, come, punch him. Oh, damn it.
I'll whisper in Arian's ear, you know what red means, right? I'll give him a little wink.
He's too young for that. Come on. He's innocent. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Ariel is young.
I'm only
Let's just
21.
say-
What do you want from me?
Let's just say an ex-girlfriend's favourite colour is red and she was, oh boy, fun.
Aaron's gonna punch him.
Aaron likes him older.
Oh my gosh.
Name say like, "Oh, you're being quite cute, sweetie." They start getting up to start moving out, and Name leans down and whispers something into your ear.
To whom?
I'm going to actually type it up so that you don't.
Arian or Jasud, sorry.
For Jasud.
Motherfucker.
Oh, stupid.
She does like red.
It's the horns.
He's not gonna type it up.
Where's my fucking flail if I need it?
Oh shit!
And then as she's walking away, you feel her tail rub up the back of your leg really quick.
Oh, that was a private message. Oh! Yeah,
it was a private message. Holy shit!
A private invitation,
They need a third people to join their relationship. Oh.
Okay.
He
The others were.
can't take it out.
I'll just say bubble turn invisible. that's all they see, and they see a smile creep onto my face.
Did I hear anything what she said? I was right next to him.
Perception with disadvantage because she was like really close and she actually covered her mouth and turned it into his ear.
She got me by covering her mouth. Damn it.
No, sorry, you don't catch anything. You notice that she whispered something, but you have no idea what she said. All that you know is that Jasude's blushing a little bit and with a big smile on his face.
And never seems out of place.
Nope. Sorry, you guys aren't catching this.
Grandpa, please!
I'm here the player experience.
You're gonna need a nat 20 to figure out what it was.
Even Grandpa's passive perception should be enough for this.
It's gonna be a nat 20 only.
That'd be a disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage, sorry.
Now comes even a higher roll.
Oh, so you need to roll 2 nat 20s.
Oh shit!
Okay, this is you catch a little bit about you caught that she you couldn't hear what she said, but you did see that after she whispered, she had a big smile on her face, and the smile was matched by Jasude's face. So you kind of put 2 and 2 together. That a little bit of flirtation.
You can read lips. You don't even need to hear what she says.
Yeah, but she was covering. Yeah, she was covering.
Fuck.
She kind of did like this little bit where she whispered it into her ear by kind of like a coning.
Yeah, I'll just pretend like nothing happened and treadle along, go to the inn.
You're the only one who noticed
Go
that.
home.
But you did notice that you're the only one who noticed that her tail rubbed Jasude's leg real quick.
I'll be a bit like, a second, like I tried not,
That's
you don't really want to see that, but
It's like random comments.
I'll give like a bit of a look to Jasude, like I know.
I was giving like a little eyebrows, like yeah.
And yeah, let's.
Oh.
I'm not gonna say anything. You're just, the look.
Oh, all right. Is that?
Let's go home.
What do you guys do?
Well, home. Back to the rooms, should we? Anything else you want to do?
No, I need to go study.
Yeah,
Yes, that's true.
I'm feeling really tired.
Yes.
Yeah.
Aaron's gonna keep an eye on Jasude.
Go.
I'm just gonna keep an eye on Jasude.
Bob whispers in your ear, is like, "Bet you're tired, don't you?"
Yeah.
Oh, just a little bit, right?
I'm gonna get Bub to follow them and have a bit of conversation whilst I'm still here, if that's all right.
Are you gonna have Bob follow the girls?
Yeah, just like talk to them on my behalf. Oh shit! Actually, no. Fuck
You
that.
really want
Scratch
that?
that. Scratch that.
Hey, get right ahead. I don't ever want to talk to you again.
Just took them ahead. That's not a good idea.
Aaron looks at
It
you
was
and
a good
says,
time, yeah.
"Go
Where? What?
to sleep."
I'm going to sleep.
Okay, I'll say that if you now make you pay your bill, you make your way back to the Laughing Lamia, where you go to the rest of your rooms, and we'll now begin the time skip. You have essentially, given how big this city is and how there's so much to do, you really won't even really. You'll be spending most of these days just learning the routes and just figuring out how to maneuver around this immense city. But I will give you guys opportunity to try and do one thing or two things, depending on how long you are willing to, how quickly it can be achieved. So who wants to go first? Okay, Wolfie.
Oh, I didn't see that. Sorry. Go with Wolfie.
She would like to chase the guy who was depressed last time, and gonna cheer him up by having him occupied. If he wanna talk or something, then she will.
Oh, okay. Make a. Let's see. You'd have to find your way back to there. This would be an investigation check to try and track your way back to where he lived.
That's not.
That's 20.
Whoa.
You are very familiar with forests and traveling in open areas where things have a repeat pattern. This place, and especially the upper slums, is immense. You've never been in a city this big before, and you actually get lost more than a couple of times. You are unable to find your way back to that particular man's house. But make a perception check. 17. You do notice. You do see there's a woman down the road who has spilled a good amount of her groceries, and everyone's walking by her, but nobody is attempting to help her.
Sounds like the job for Wolfie.
Wolfie's so pure and innocent. I love it.
Yep. She disappears into one of the shadows and appears under the cart and picks them up and quickly put them up and disappears in bushes.
Okay. Simple enough. She was taken aback by the fact that you disappeared out of nowhere, but she sees you helping her, and she is more than happy to help. Happy to accept the help. She actually gives you 2 silver as a thank you for helping to help.
He does not receive. She disappears.
Okay, she goes there. You duck underneath the cart. You disappear in the shadows. Like,
It does not receive.
who was that mysterious character?
What's that little whatever the fuck that was?
It's probably hard
Also-
to tell, yeah.
You kind of come across
like
a
an
handful.
urban
Of other,
legend.
yeah, you come across like a handful of other scenarios similar to that, where people are trying to do something, and you pop out of nowhere using your shadow stepping, and you help them out. And I'll say, make a charisma check with advantage, real quick.
Check with advantage.
Come on.
18. There is definitely rumor of a very helpful halfling that is spreading through the upper slums, as well as some rumors creeping into the city itself about a halfling appearing out of nowhere, popping in and out of shadows that is seriously helping people out doing a small chore out of nowhere. It's quite the oddity, but people are thankful for this mystery figure who does the job really quickly, but doesn't introduce herself, and she just
Wolfie's
disappears.
Batman.
Go is
Wolfie's
what
better than
upper
Batman.
slum deserve.
That was just a mind out of nowhere, like Wolfie's Batman. Nobody sees her. She comes out of nowhere.
All right, I'll
Deliver
say
groceries one step at a time.
between learning the routes and helping all those people, that pretty much concludes your time. Who's next?
I
ahead,
was
go ahead,
very
just
quickly just
go
going to be. I would find somewhere to place a bet on the fight that's coming up.
Okay, make an let's see. Make a persuasion check first to see if you can convince someone to let you in, to try and find your way to that kind of person. 21. Okay. Now make an investigation with advantage. Because you rolled really high. Okay, 17. You are led to what looks to be there's a person in the lower slums that's actually going to be taking bets for the different champions that will be contending in the tournament and the actual competition. And it's actually a bookie who actually goes by the name of Pick. And well, hello there, sir. How may I help you today?
I hear you're taking bets for the fight that's going on.
Well, that depends. You're looking to place a bet, or are you looking to try and make some other arrangements? So.
Oh, I'm looking to place a bet.
On who then?
I have two friends that compete. Well, one that's definitely competing, one that's a maybe. So I'd like to put 2 platinum on the champion of Serenray.
Oh, Samurai. Well, they don't normally make their way to the tournament that much, but if you're
I
looking
guess the odds would be quite
So-
good on this.
you're looking to throw a coin, that's one way of doing it.
Give him 2 platinum.
Thank you very much, good sir.
I also have it on good authority. I can't remember personally which one that Demi's going to be fighting for.
Allhammer.
Allhammer, thank you.
I haven't passed my test yet.
I know you haven't, that's why I'm placing a bet on you.
Oh, so you're betting on me passing the test now?
Basically, yeah.
Just say champion of the Allhammer.
Yeah.
Maybe those.
Hey, maybe the other one's better than him. I'd like to place another 2 platinum on the champion of the Allhammer.
Oh, yeah, that'd be pretty much even bet. So if you're really looking to... Why wager on 2 then?
They both have good qualities. I've never seen them in a one-on-one fight against each other before, so I'd like to hedge my bets on each of them. 2 friends. It'd be a bit unfair to just bet on one, wouldn't it?
Yeah, sure, whatever you want. You're calling. Good sir.
Give them the other 2 platinum that I have.
Will that be all?
Check my
Borrow money.
person for any more money. Like, yeah, that's everything.
Now, just to be completely understanding, all bets are final.
Oh, you are the odds as well. Sorry, probably should have asked.
Well, given that Samurai doesn't really ever usher in the most strongest of contenders under normal circumstances, and given the strength of the 4-time champion, I would wager that the odds are looking to be about 4-1 against.
Okay, I like those odds.
Yakuza.
And for the Allhammer,
Allhammer has a bit more heft to it, especially the last one that contended last year, Thulden Stone Stout, I believe. Hardy son of a bitch made it close to the end. Odds would be more 3-1 against.
I'll take those odds too. That's pretty good odds. I have faith in my friends. I think they can do it.
Well, let's hope so. Otherwise, you're out quite a bit of corn.
I like to play a bit of a risk.
All right, good sir.
Never
If
tell me
that's
the.
all- If
Sorry.
that's all, then good day to you.
Pick, was it?
Pick.
Pick. Pleasure to meet you. My name's Jasud. Shake his hand. And walk away.
You go to shake his hand. You see that he has a burn marks going up his arm.
Does he put his hand out to shake it? Or does he try to keep it?
He shakes it, but that's just what you notice. Like the hand he has burns going up his arm, as well as like he also has burns up the right side of his face. Like this is a guy who's probably seen some shit.
Yeah. You look like kind of man not to fuck over.
He
And
was-
I assume I can get the same respect back from you.
He was
Of
in the
course.
shit.
Good day, good sir.
Good day.
I hope
Good
to.
Thanks.
Will that be? What else are you gonna be doing?
I guess as well I would be, with Demi's approval, using the helmet to look at the book. Look at Glisonix's book.
Does it help him read or just hear?
Oh,
If I touch
it's
the pages I can read.
Okay.
Yeah,
Read
you have
and
to touch
hear.
it.
You can understand
Yeah.
all languages, and you can read all languages.
Okay.
But to read, you need to touch it.
Yeah.
Well, he has the
spell.
Sonic's journal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
we have.
With the book in hand and using the helm of a comprehend languages, I would like you to make a intelligence check. So this would be like essentially like your first day attempt.
Yeah.
Because you're having to try and break the encryption on this thing.
The fucking slave.
Oh.
The first,
Can I use my?
you really want to use it on a low
what's the
or
first-
roll that low?
I mean, bringing it up to an 18.
Can you use
I'm gonna get one every day. I don't know. I also might use it on today.
Okay, so basically your first day attempt, you look around, you look through it, and it's not really clicking. It's really encrypted. This guy was paranoid as fuck about people getting a hold of his journal. That's your first day, day 2.
Oh, for different days.
Oh yeah, multiple days.
You have 7 days.
I have 7 days. Holy. Sorry, I thought I had like 1. Sorry.
Don't forget your D10.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I use my D10 on that 8 then? Because I get 1 every day, don't I?
Yeah, I guess you can. Like, but I can tell you right now, you're not gonna get it, even with
thanks.
the 10. So 15, you don't get it.
Okay.
Thanks,
So
roll.
day 2. Oh, fuck me! Fuck me
Use
running.
the fucking D10. Use the
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
using the D10.
Is
Just
that
in
the
case.
10? This one I said.
Hey.
22.
22.
Okay, first day gave you a lot of trouble, but second day, you pick up on a pattern in the wording. The references to it actually being clicking to some of the things that you've seen and read before, and then it hits you. Okay, so this is the pattern. This is how I decipher it. And you spend this whole day pretty much creating a cipher so that you'll be able to read it. So day 2, you have completed a cipher for you to be able to translate all of the words in his book.
Fucking
Now,
genius.
day 3, make an investigation check for reading the book to try and find useful information.
Okay.
12.
D10?
Yeah.
Sure.
Don't forget this.
Hey,
Okay,
22.
22. All right.
Nice.
Now, I'm going to be transferring you quickly over to the other map.
Oh,
Okay. You read through it, and you discover that Glosonics received his blessing from his patron Levistus a couple months ago, actually. Several months, actually. He actually originated from Wildmount, but he was frustrated with the fact that he wasn't able to find any other champions in his territory from traveling for a couple of months. And so he decided to travel from Wildmount to Taldore to try his hand there. During his travels, he made his way via skyship from Wildmount over to Whitestone, and then from Whitestone he took the skyship again to travel down to Western, but the path that the skyship took it over water, and while it was in about roughly this area, he felt the presence of a champion. It was not in the air, but it was somewhere in this stretch of water
oh.
that he felt the presence of a champion.
Fucking hell.
I'm not gonna write that down.
And while he was in Western, he heard the rumor of a champion, of someone leading an expedition to try and take down a dangerous beast in the what's the hell is it called? The Ashenvale Gorge, the territory to the western, to the far east from Singorn. And he heard that expedition ended very badly. Upon meeting with one of the people from that expedition, he found out that person was a champion. From your conversations that you had with Jericho, that was his wife.
Oh.
and pretty much Jericho managed to escape him, but realizing that there was supposedly a champion there as well, he wanted to try and find some reinforcements. So he went to the Cliff Keeps to try and find an ally, possibly a dragonkin that had probably not wandered too away from the mountain. And that's when he found Centralion, the one-winged white dragon.
And then he died.
So, yeah, that was pretty much where his journal ends.
I wonder what happened after he found the dragon. Oh, yeah, of course.
And extracting all that information that took a couple of days, but like the investigation role you did pretty much covered the whole book.
Woo!
And that was pretty much what you gathered. Like you learned the location of another possible champion.
Yeah, underwater. Shit.
Oh.
But that's on a boat.
Yeah, I thought it would be on a boat, not on the ship. The other
Under the
is really
sea.
cool.
Under the sea.
That's right, I could swim.
I tell you, in my notes there, that's a lot of W's. He's a sky shipper from Wildmount to Whitestone, Whitestone to Western, in the waters to the west of Whitestone.
Yeah, you have some water breathing, right?
Jericho's wife.
I can.
So much W's.
I can cast water breathing.
One-winged white dragon.
Yeah, forgot about that one as well. Yeah.
White drag.
And that pretty much you get absorbed in learning this information, and it was also around that same time that you deciphered Jericho's message. As
Yeah.
and that is about canonically, this is the point where you have deciphered his message.
Everything's coming together.
Don't
Yep.
you have a date?
I must have a date.
And that pretty much concludes your days up to the competition. Who's next?
Guess I'll go. Mine are pretty simple.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm just going to the all hammers every single day,
Steady.
all day.
Steady.
Alright.
Steady.
Make a religion check.
Oh, at least it's even. Could be worse.
15. Fairly nice. You do remember that the actual name of the Allhammer is Moradin, and you begin your lessons. The first few lessons that he is the patron of craft and creation. He is worshipped by smiths, artisans, and miners alike, granting inspiration where respect and prayer are given. He shaped the mountains from the chaos of the founding, which was basically the event that created Exandria, and the creator gods helped mold the world into what it was, as well as creating the life upon it. That's what you learn on your first day. Roll second day, another religion check. 19. Very nice. Starting to really impress me there. You also learn that the Allhammer is also a patron to the bonds between family. He's also not just about a god about the bonds, the forging of items, but also the forging of relations. Considered by most to be like another patron of family and the connections that they share. It reflects very well as through dwarves, as dwarves are also very clear about their arts of creation, but also about their family ties as well.
Okay.
Another religion check, please.
Can't all keep going. That could. There we go. That's a realistic one.
7. You spend this day thinking about a lot about what the reflecting on the Allhammer's teachings about how they reflect back on you, and you're kind of a little taken aback by it a little bit. Like the Allhammer creates, you destroy. He worships bonds and family relations, and you kind of walk
Abandoned
away from
mine.
your family a bit. So you kind of left with a little bit of guilt in your heart, and it kind of shows. Another religion check. The lessons from the other day are your feelings from before are still kind of present in your mind, but you do learn that the Allhammer's holy day is actually called Deep Solace. Deep Solace. Celebrated on the 18th day of the 5th month. It's a day of meditation and isolation on the meaning of family that most followers undergo. One more religion check.
Here we go.
Nice.
Yes.
The Thornton is actually the one who is testing you with all this because like you are essentially going to be replacing him, and he wants to ensure that you are a dedicated student, or at least a proper replacement for the representation for the Allhammer in this competition. And he drills you on a number of the different details, and he's actually impressed that a good amount of it has sunk in. Not 100%, but you actually did very well on your first inquiry. Next day, one more religion check.
Somebody just say "ow" for me. I didn't even roll yet.
I think that was a stomach.
All right, 8. He quizzes you a bit about your own family and about the nature of your abilities to see how they reflect in the Allhammer, and he's a little disappointed, given that a number of you do have some family relations that you do treasure, but the one that you kind of walked away from was is a little hard to grasp, and the very nature of your abilities to destroy things that are specifically crafted by the hands of people, by the hands of man. Your siege ability specifically is a little off-putting. And now, but he still thinks that you have potential. So now I'm going to have to. I actually have a calculator because I have to do something.
Oh no!
You have to be the number.
I hope my average is above 12 because I feel like that's what it is.
It's alright. You did pretty well.
I think it's above 13.
You did pretty well.
Okay. This will be your last check, and it is. Given that you have a modifier, I'll say make this one with advantage, as this will be your final test.
What's the DC?
We'll see. Ooh,
16.
nice.
Oh.
All right. He drills you over them for details, but he's also he's starting to get a better sense of you after spending the last week talking with you, sharing information, and given everything that you have talked about, he's also seen that you walked away with more of a sign of guilt for having hurt him, but pride that you could. It wasn't trying to sever the tie in your family, but more that you distance yourself to reflect on what you did, and that is actually a relative aspect of the day Deep Solace, Deep Solace actually, and you've actually very impressed him, and Thornton puts his hand on your shoulder. Well, lad, I have to say this has been one hell of a week, and I have to admit, you've not impressed me. Don't go thinking that this is going to happen every year. I'm going to let you represent Allhammer. Now, that being said, you get your ass handed in to you in the first 10 seconds. I'm going to be the one to kick your ass. You gotta hear me?
No worries, I have this. I appreciate the honor.
Damn straight you should. All right. And that pretty much concludes Dividon. Who's next? We only got 2 left.
After you.
Okay. There's a few things I want to do. With what time I'll have left after a couple of things, I'll do potions if I can. But first, I want to wander around a bit in town and see if I can find a library or something, you know, for information mostly, but specifically about Singon and like, yeah, noble families around there and their crests, you know, or anything that could get close to the signet ring I have.
Okay. Easily enough, with a few directions, you are led to the erudite quarter of the city that actually houses the Alabaster Lyceum. It's the central place in regards to magic, as well as a massive library that contains history books, all kinds of lore, as well as more books in regards to magic and such.
Mm-hmm.
And in this case, at this time, I would like you to make a investigation check for trying to find the right info.
All right, investigation. Oh, pretty good.
Oof.
Damn. All right. That was actually really cool. All right. You begin looking around a number of the different histories in regards to Singorn. You do learn that Singorn does have a special teleportation glyphs that can teleport it to the Feywild. This was actually established by one of the founding families in Singorn. That family was at one time called the Silverin clan, the Silverin family. However,
can you type it out, please?
Sorry, I got the wrong name mixed up. It's let's see, it was actually the Drakiran family. They were actually a prominent people back before the city's construction. You also know the city of Singorn has existed since before the last divergence. It was one of the few cities that managed to survive the calamity because it teleported itself to the Feywild. Yeah, to the Feywild. So during the calamity that preceded the creating of the Divine Gate, that happened before the Divine Gate's creation, most of the world was pretty much destroyed except for like a handful of places, and then Singorn coming back. And you also learn that the Drakiran family actually is split into 2 different factions: the Drakenil and the Drakon. The Drakon branch of the family sadly left Singorn several centuries ago, and were never heard of again. But the Drakenil family, you actually heard that name before. It was actually Silvaros Drakenil, the man who succeeded Quash Dendruggle as the new Tinkerer of the Arcana Pansophical.
So he's in Craghammer right now?
No.
Oh, he's in another place, but he took the job. Okay.
Yeah, like he essentially took up the position, but he doesn't essentially take over Quash's life. Quash was stationed in Craghammer because he founded the Crackcycle headquarters.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean that necessarily that he is the one going to be taking over the position there.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
you look at the signal, the family emblem. It's actually just of a leaf. It doesn't. The leaf is different from the one that you've seen, like especially the one for your signet ring.
Yeah.
Your signet ring actually has a different leaf with branches off into 3 bits, and it has the silver skull in the middle.
Yeah.
It doesn't. There's no silver skull on this one, and the leaf is a little different.
Okay. So it could be.
You do remember that also that from the legend lore that was given to you from Nemea, that the ring that you have was custom made by a man living in Singorn. So there's no actual detail about the history behind the actual emblem on the ring.
Yeah.
It's just that's what it was made.
Okay.
You also, with that high investigation, you looked through a couple of family crests, and none of them match the signet ring.
Yeah, that's the closest one I found. Okay.
It's the closest one, but it's not a perfect match.
Yeah, but it could be like from what Fenbelow would assume from this is that it could be one of the Draken that disappeared and came back and changed a bit his crest to get revenge or whatever. I don't know exactly, but yeah. Anyway, that's that.
I meander.
Who knows? But yeah, at least that's something I can work on. All right. Then I will try to look around a bit in town and listen at people talking if I can hear about the champions that are gonna go into the tournaments and learn a bit more about them, like the competition.
That would probably be a perception check, and you'd be spending most of that time in the temple district overhearing that. But
all right. Oh god, yeah. Damn it. All right. Yeah, I'll do it.
Make a quick perception check, or you can just do a persuasion to try and ask some of the other people.
I'll just listen around.
All right, let's see what you got. 16. You overhear a couple of people who are really excited about the Gods Brawl. They actually have a specific arena that was constructed specifically for the Gods Brawl. It's fucking huge, and it's meant to accommodate very powerful individuals. They do use the arena for a couple other things, but that's the majority reason for what it's used for. And you also, as you've heard before, the current champion, Simon Glismer, has been the undefeated champion for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
And
Do I hear maybe by chance a bit more about what he can do?
You
in battle, summon lightning, or I don't know.
with that high position, you mostly just hear that he's really. You don't hear any mention of any special magics, but you do hear that he can fly.
Okay. I'll keep that information to give to the 2 others. Yeah. And I think that's pretty much it. I'll spend some time to listen around for little bit of info like that could be useful, and then I'll just make some potions around.
Okay, between the time you had to spend in the library, I'd say that was about how thorough your investigation was. That was probably about 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
In 2 days, so you probably got another 2 days left before the actual competition.
For potions, then?
Sure. So basically,
right.
What are you
I'll try to make a mana potion first, if I can.
Right. Let me get that information up.
It's 100 gold of materials.
DC 15. Okay. Preparation.
Bag of clothing or out of your own?
I think it's bag of clothing. I put everything in there. I used what I had.
Yep. I will delete it.
And how much is left after 100 gold?
It is 100 gold for a mana. 100 gold
Yeah.
materials for a mana potion. DC 15 on both on preparation and crafting.
All right. Preparation. Let's see.
Okay,
Yeah.
43. All right, so make your brewing.
God.
Ooh, oh, so sorry.
Don't you use inspiration?
That's
Wait.
Okay.
I think Fembala never used this.
Yeah, I rather use it.
all right.
I'll use it. Sure. It's 1d6, right?
You,
Yeah, so
you
what
only
you
need
do-
a
I
one.
only need
you
it.
need to roll a 1. You
Yeah,
succeed.
I only need one. Yeah.
Just roll. Just for the loot.
It's for
That's fucking inspiration.
Hey.
yeah. It's 20. So it's close. You barely managed to get it right. You know, like you've attempted this potion once before and it didn't come out well. And then that with a little bit of inspiration, you remember that one thing you did wrong, and you barely managed to get it. But you have completed 1 mana potion.
Ooh, nice. All right. And then how much? Well, I guess I can buy some if I need. How much herb components did we have left?
40 gold worth.
Yeah, I'll buy enough to do a greater healing potion as well.
Okay, you have to go to an apothecary.
Yeah.
Make an investigation check.
Investigation.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Apothecaries are particularly kind of hard, especially since most vendors trying to keep their apothecaries kind of off the books so that they have access to the materials themselves to sell potions.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, you ask around and you don't get an actual name of an apothecary working anywhere. Or the few that probably would were kind of tight-lipped about it.
All right.
Given the 1 day for the crafting and that 1 day you spent asking around, that pretty much would conclude your time.
All right. Good. I got a mana potion. That's good.
All right, Arian, you're last. Let's see what you got.
The third thing I'm going to do is I will go back to Gilmore's Glorious Goods.
Mm-hmm.
Flying boots.
No, I will ride Izusa to Gilmore's Glorious Goods.
Do you actually try to ride her into the door?
No, I'm riding her on to the door.
Very well.
Jump down.
He's like,
go
very
inside,
well.
And go inside the shop. First I knock, and then I go in.
It's a bead curtain. So there's.
Okay, I go in.
All right, you go in and you see the same half elf woman sitting behind the counter with her brother currently stocking cleaning some of the items they have stocked, and you do see the drift globe that you guys have setting up on the counter in perfect condition at this moment. Apparently they fixed it, and it's selling for 550 gold.
Of course.
Okay. I go in and say hello to what was her name? Leandra?
Yeah. Hello there, darling. How may I help you today?
I'm here to buy one ring that you showed to us.
Your friend bought the other one. I take it you mean this one. She pulls up the ring of mind shielding.
Yes, that's that one. I don't want people to look inside this thing here. It's not healthy for me, it's not healthy for them either.
What are they gonna find?
Well, that sounds fine. That sounds fair.
Echo.
It was 600 gold, if I remember.
And your memory is just as sharp as your wit. I take it.
Should have been like it was 500
Yes.
gold if I remember.
I give her the gold.
Just try.
What? takes the 600 gold, and she gives you the ring of mind shielding.
Brains.
I look at her and say, "It was a pleasure meeting you again."
Of course. It's always a pleasure to meet me, as it is with you. You see her brother look over to her, and he just rolls his eyes.
I just give a big grin and say, "Let's our path cross again."
Alright.
And let's hope nobody thinks that we are the offsprings of some legends.
Better make sure there's not already a soul in it.
And makes have their expectations set really high with that.
When it comes to people who actually save the entire world from a newly ascended lich god, it's kind of hard to live up to it. But we do our best, and in the end, we carve our own path.
That's right. Aaron is a little bit smiling and says, "Would you mind if you would tell me a little bit more about the Bearded King? If you just have the time at hand."
Well, you are such a nice customer. Sure. And basically, she has you sit off to the side across from her, and she regales you about the story of Grog Strongjaw.
Okay.
About the humble beginnings from their chance meeting in Stillben, to their ventures traveling to Western, to their eventual arrival here in Amon, becoming members of the council, to the naming of their group Vox Machina from their original name, the Shits.
Oh wait, I think we forgot the other for this day.
Sure. Roll your D100.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. 1d100. Below 50. 50 and below.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Nope. Still smooth base bottom.
Thank
Okay. But she pretty much just tells you everything that you probably already know about Grog Strongjaw. About how he became the Bearded King because he himself also acquired a belt of dwarven kind.
I'll look at her and say, yep. So basically you made me the second bearded prince.
Well, let's hope that you can earn your own bearded title, because to be honest, you can't simply become a bearded king because there's already a bearded king. Let's just hope that let's hope you earn your own title.
Be the bearded queen.
The Kingslayer.
Weird.
No, that was Scanlan Shortholt.
And he can be the Kingslayer.
Aaron will tell her
Kill
one
the
thing.
king. Okay.
Aaron, let's say one thing. The title that I hope that will one day achieve will be like my inspiration pike, Trickfoot, which earned the title Daughter of Serenray. I'm hoping maybe I will get the title Son of Serenray someday.
There's always a chance. I always think that you'd probably make a better bearded saint.
Oh, that looks... I like that. Fuck it. Even I like that. Wait, let me write that down. Bearded saint. Okay. And then he would excuse himself and wishes a nice day to both of them.
All right. Do you just want to machine gun? Do you have anything else to plan, or do you just want to machine gun your beard rolls?
Each day, Aaron would like to visit the Temple of Serenray and help the temple a little bit, help the clerics a little bit with, and join their prayers.
Easily enough, and they happily welcome you.
Nice.
And they're also very interested in Izusa as well. You see some of the younger apprentices actually ask you for a chance to pet her, and Isu's the second they even think to ask her, she actually just walks up to them and she kind of pushes her head against them.
I smile and say, "That's really
I'm
kind."
leaving that open so that I have light.
And yeah,
Oh, you can open it.
I think Isusa. I tell them Isusa doesn't mean any harm to anyone, besides the one persons who hurt me or are saying something bad against our goddess.
All right. Was there anything else?
Besides my beard rolls, no.
All right. In that case, day 2 beard roll.
Roll.
4.
Yes.
All right. You get like you start rubbing your face and you feel a prick, a tiny, tiny, tiny peach fuzz. And
Just
you feel
one.
something.
Just one.
That's okay. Number 2. Day 3. Roll.
Takes like 7,000 hairs to make a beard.
You see it grow just a tiny bit more. There's actually now a noticeable peach fuzz, but it's like barely there, and it hasn't really sunk into a color yet. It's still like a white at the moment. It's like translucent at the moment.
I'm praying for gold.
Aaron's going to have to grow a beard in exactly how his actual
Day
beard will
4.
show.
Yes. Your
I don't
connection
see it all.
server has been interrupted. 17.
17. Okay, there it is. All right, it grows in a little longer, and you're completely back and taken aback that you do see that here you do see that there is peach fuzz. Before it was just mostly growing on the chin, and it kind of spread outward, and now you have actual like peach fuzz on your upper lip too.
Oh, okay.
Day 5.
Nope.
No change from the previous day. Day 6.
Mother.
Still no
Okay.
change.
Go on. Final beard roll.
Last day.
Oh.
Sorry, no change.
Well, Aaron's happy with that.
Basically, at a distance, you still look like you don't have a beard, but at very, very close examination, you look as if you have a very, very faint peach fuzz.
Worth it.
It's slightly longer peach fuzz, but
Like,
it's not
like if somebody's almost kissing you, they might notice it.
Yeah.
exactly.
It's like polar bears' hair, they're like just completely see-through.
All right, you wake up.
Anytime, boy. Give it time.
Do I hear anything from the ring? Like,
Not yet.
He spent his whole days.
yeah.
He spent the entire day concentrating on that growth.
He's got like a pop blood vessel in his eye from stretching it so hard.
Popped a few blood vessels, yeah.
You wake up, all of you, having enjoyed yourselves in these last week. You're more familiar with the layout of the city. You're traveling around, learning at least a general direction to how you want to go, using the main roads and such. Haven't quite figured out all of the side roads and everything, but it's you get the more comfortable in this immense city. And you do see that there is even more of a expanse of people living here. You actually see, for the first time, most of you actually see tabaxi, catfolk people.
I'll be a bit interested in them probably, but yeah, nothing.
You only see them at a distance in passing. That's why you're fucking high as hell perception. And you begin seeing the crowds moving towards the temple district. You see the guards in more alert towards the temple district, keeping a noticeable presence, making sure that no one's going to cause any trouble with this enormous flood of people making their way. And they all begin heading towards the enormous arena, the God's Brawl arena.
Carrying Demodon on their shoulders. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
No,
Then Demodon wakes from his fever dream.
Damn it.
you got Thornton out there looking at you. Thornton's out there waiting for you to show up, and you show up together. And both you and Arian are shown to a different part of the arena, while the rest of you are granted seats in the actual arena. You managed to get your seats all together, and you actually do.
With
as the
Arian and
crowd-
Demodon?
No, Dimmadon and Arian were taken to a different part of the arena.
Okay. Before they get taken away, you know, to go fight and all of that, I'll give Arian my javelin of lightning. Like,
Oh, shit.
Oh.
I'll lend this to you. I heard the champion of gold can fly, so it may be useful.
Taken down
Yeah.
fast.
Take care of it.
Okay.
Get it back to me, please. But take care of yourself and use it well.
Okay.
Have we already given like the cloak protection and the
I
potions and
imagine
stuff
you
out?
I imagine you probably would have done the cloak, and you can probably at this point give him the potions.
The 2 potions of growth and cold breath, yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay,
Evie has a potion of growth and Arian has the potion of cold breath.
And Demodon has the cloak of protection as well. So
Yes.
he goes
Yeah.
up. And +1 to all your saving throws. Don't forget that.
And because it's only temporary, I'm not actually changing it on my sheet. I mean, I'm going to change my armor
Okay.
class up to 16 just to reflect it, but I'm not going to actually, like, mark it, because after the fight, you're getting it back.
I mean, you can
Oh,
drag
yeah.
the cloak of protection into your character sheet, it'll do it all for you, and then delete it out afterwards.
Yeah, well.
It's up to you.
Okay. We'll just remember that any rolls that you have to make will just be 1 higher.
Any saving throws, yeah.
Yeah, and the crowds begin coming in, and Fimbalar, because of your crazy eye perception, and even Wolfen probably sees this too. You do see that there is a couple in the crowd, a little bit higher and a little more closer to the seating. You actually see Dimia and Nami.
Wait, maybe they will let you join.
You do see.
Not you!
You see. Nimia is in a similar attire to what she was wearing before. She has like a kind of. She's not really the most fashionable, so she has like a set kind of clothes that she likes to wear. Name is in like pink attire as well, but she has actual words on the front of her outfit that says "Lupa number 1."
Oh.
And
Well, say hi. I mean, come on.
I imagine that
Those things.
you get to see. You probably notice them in like. Given that she's keeping an eye out, Name spots you, and you actually manage to get front row seats.
Ooh,
Very nice.
You're
perfect.
pretty much you're sitting like right next to Name and Nemia.
Friends of
And,
the stars.
All right.
I take a seat directly next to them.
You know what? Maybe Aaron will misthrow the javelin. And it just
Shit,
as
I'm
you
clocking
do that, Izusa actually comes up and she kind of plops herself in between you and them.
Motherfucker, you cockblock.
Wait, this is the first time Nemi and Nami probably see Zusa.
Izusa, well, yeah, you guys give the quick descriptor about Izusa, and Name is like, oh, doggy! And she's just spinning the whole that time, just petting Izusa.
Zusa lets her.
This is my pet owner's have advantage.
And the whole time, like, dog hair is just coming off of her, and it's just getting unjasued.
I like dogs, it's fine. I think about going, hey, I've got, and then I realise, actually, no, probably not the cutest thing in the world, this Boba.
Can't have the. Yeah.
Not a good idea.
Not the cutest. Of course, I can get into polymorph into like a puppy or something. Can I polymorph him into a puppy?
cat.
He has a limited thing. That he can
Ah,
polymorph
yeah.
into. He can
Oh,
polymorph
that's
into a very
true.
cute rat.
I can, baby bat, maybe.
If I
I think
eat
he
him,
said a rat,
if I eat him
like-
while he's a puppy, does he still come back?
What is it? Rat, raven, spider.
Oh.
A cute rat, maybe a baby rat.
I would prefer the spider over the
I think I'd
fucking rat.
prefer. I think a raven would be best.
A raven, yeah, for a good bird.
Get out of
is
there,
always-
Wick.
He's fine. He's invisible. I'm not showing him off.
Probably better anyway.
Oh yeah, around in the temple district, around this many powerful holy people, he's a little on edge. And so he's staying invisible for the time being.
Sweating buckets. If he could sweat.
Not the best place for him, yeah.
All right,
Only one paladin has to use divine sense, and he's fucked.
you guys take your seats, and the crowds have essentially come in, and you see looks to be a dwarven gentleman step into the ring. Hello, everybody. It's that time again. Has it only been a year? And of course it has. Because here we are. God Sprawl. It's more than just a word. It is the blood, sweat, and tears shed by our champions for the sake of their gods and for the glory of holding the title of Supreme Champion. I look forward to this. You have looked forward to this. And now, let us begin the introductions. And you see, like, the arena is massive. I'm essentially just going to take you to the actual encounter map, and
Nice.
there'll be a one-by-one introduction.
Ooh. Yeah, it's pretty messy.
I've seen this arena before.
Now, introducing for the Wild Mother herself, from parts unknown, a wanderer from everywhere, Bramble! And you see Bramble coming off from the side, holding aloft his tree with the boulder wrapped in its roots. And he takes his mark on the pedestal. Up next, all the way from Draconia, representing the Platinum Dragon himself,
Oh, fuck.
Sindri Kleeclaw. And as she comes marching in, her weapon is still strapped onto her back. And there are cheers from all these people. From people representing the Dawn Father.
I got nachos.
Which pedestal did she go to?
Huh?
I can't hear you because of.
Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't expect it to be so loud. Like,
It
yeah.
was basically like this.
The crowd went wild. The crowd went wild.
just like just eating chips. Like, hey, anybody wants
It's
some?
clapping. It's clapping, man.
Which pedestal did she take?
You can't see her. I see her.
Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah, where is she? Yeah.
That's Sindri right there, and that's Bramble.
Okay.
Okay.
Representing the Dawn Father. Born and raised here in lovely Emon. Kurt Leomund. And you see a human walking in.
Local
simple
favorite.
leather armor and robes around him. And up next, representing the Everlights. Traveler from all over that come here for this day. Arian Wajatal.
What the?
Oh,
Fuck you!
Wakyo.
Wakio. And you are ushered to walk in, come in, and you making your way to your pedestal.
We'll clap. I'll clap at least a little bit.
Next up.
Can Isusa howl when I come to stage?
Oh yeah, she goes.
Yes. Perfect.
His one and only supporter.
Fuck it.
Howling is
Up next.
Resounding as well, yeah.
from from our own cemetery district, representing the Raven Queen, our champion, Graven Darksbane. And he comes, another human, clad in what looks to be a dark armor, making his way over to his pedestal. Up next, representing the Allhammer, a newcomer, but with more than enough to prove his worth. Dimmadon!
Woo!
Kim Batul!
And I take it that's all like, wait! And then you see a person making her way through the crowd in the stands, and this woman leaps into the actual arena onto the ground. Like, sorry, I'm late. Like, all right. Representing the Changebringer of a last-second arrival, but nonetheless a proven contender, Iona Salazar. And she makes her way here to her pedestal, right across from you, Arian.
Name Iona. Wait, I have to. Right?
Iona Salazar.
Yeah.
And last, but certainly not least, proven champion again and again, 4 times in a row, in fact, representing the Temple of the Storm Lord, the very holiday to which we now celebrate. Champion of champions and holder of Supreme Champion, but hopefully either for the rest of today or maybe a crowning of a new one. Only he could prove it. Only he has held the title for so long, undefeated. But will he be defeated today? Let us introduce Supreme Champion Simon Glissner! And from the pedestal in the middle, what seems to be like a pedestal, and he comes rising up out of the ground. And he is completely clad in armor, head to toe, with a battle axe in one hand and a mighty shield in the other, a black cloak adorning his back.
Oh, fuck.
And he holds his hands up like this, and the crowd goes wild.
Does he look human?
I've spoken to him.
He has a humanoid appearance. He's completely covered over, so you really can't get a good glimpse of his actual features at the moment. But you do see, like, he has a helmet that has a visor that goes up right here, so you see where his mouth is at the very least. And looks to be human. You don't see fangs or anything like that.
Simon says the most human name ever.
Oh,
Stereotyping.
all right. At this point, all of you, everybody, as tradition would state, the Supreme Champion states the mark to go. And then Simon puffs up a bit. You are here today to celebrate the day of challenging. You have come to prove yourselves worthy to your gods, and no greater title is there to be held than Supreme Champion. I stand honored amongst so many strong contenders, and I look forward to facing each of you in honorable combat. And without further ado,
Oh, this is supposed to be honorable.
and you see that these two luminescent wings come shooting out of his back. Begin! Roll initiative.
What a show off.
Counterspell that shit. Counterspell.
Good beginning. Fucked up initiative.
Nothing new there from you.
Oh yeah, you have advantage on initiative.
No, I didn't roll advantage on initiative.
So wait, why'd you roll? It says
You got a 1 and a 20,
It's
yeah.
advantage, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I did
So-
that.
Barbarian maybe get that? Does
Because
Barbarian advantage?
I'm on normal.
I think, wait,
Maybe you've still got the macro set up from the shield
Wolfie, why are you rolling initiative?
that you got rid of.
I
well,
don't know.
Wolf just jumps into the pit, like, ah!
To cheer!
Oh.
yeah, a bunch of
Well, if you highlight over it, it says it's rolling one. Yeah, it does say 2 of them. I don't know why.
Not one, that about looks of it.
Wolf is gonna
Alright.
give inspiration by cheering.
I think barbarians get advantage on initiative at a certain level.
I think isn't that like their higher level?
Yeah. It's
So that's 7th level. So you only have. So it would have been just a 1.
There we go. Yeah, so it didn't do it the second time. I don't know why I did it the first time. I didn't do anything different.
So you'd have got 4 as well.
So yes, I also have a 4.
Oh, it's still rolling 2 of them at the same time. And roll your thing over it.
Yeah, you've got a macro
Oh,
one, I
yeah.
think.
Yeah, I don't know how to tell. I don't know where it is. Or how
So
to turn
we'll
it
just
off.
leave it at 4. So,
yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
All right, then let's see. I got a lot of people to roll for real quick.
That's gonna be some work.
Just gotta compartmentalize the sheets. Ooh, hurt. Sorry, buddy. You are in trouble.
Come on, I think Bramble also will fuck up his initiative. This
hope
fight
not.
is
Bramble gets
not-
that 20. Of course, the champion got 23. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I didn't want to go first anyway, so I'm actually kind of glad.
It's not
Actually-
necessarily a bad thing sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, the flying guy gets to go first.
That is something else, yeah.
And he'll probably come right at me because I did instigate a little bit a couple days ago.
It's alright, Arian had better odds anyway.
I got one last one to roll.
The only real downside of me not going first is that I can't go into rage before they have their opportunities to attack.
I don't think they have the reach to attack you. Even I don't have the reach to attack you
That's
right
the
now.
thing. So you'll be in range when your turn
Yeah,
comes.
you do. You've got a lightning javelin.
All right, that is everybody, I believe, and we begin this day with Simon Glistener. You watch as he looks around you, and he turns his attention over towards Kurt. He clicks his heels together,
Oh, motherfucker!
Good fuck, no.
and he begins moving at unbelievable speed over towards
Little taste. Fuck.
Kurt. And he makes his way getting into combat, into melee range with him. And he's going to take. Oh, I have whispers on all these guys. I have to turn off whispers so you guys can see the epic carnage.
It's gonna be.
Yeah,
Hush, hush.
carnage.
So you can just describe how he decapitates him in 3 seconds flat.
Yeah, it says 16. That will hit.
Eldritch Blast out of the crowd.
He's also going to have to make a. He's going to earn a dice.
Action search.
Nope. He has to make a strength saving throw. Ooh, Kurt. Sorry.
I
He
didn't-
rolled a
Sorry.
3.
We didn't see that either.
Kurt gets knocked prone,
We can't
and
see
he
what you're
takes
doing.
10 slashing, as well as another 10. And it takes another 11 radiant, so that's 21.
Holy.
Plus another D10. Why are you closing? I'm not wanting you to close. Fuck me! That's 31 points of damage. And that's one hit. Okay. That fucking sucked. And now he's going to take his second attack at him at advantage because Kurt is now on the ground. That hits. And fuck, that's enough. Kurt has, in just a brief short time, has been rendered unconscious.
I look at Demidon and one glimpse of an eye says, "We have to team up to fuck that one up."
And then he begins going, using his last 20 feet of movement to go to here. He's apparently making his way to Bramble.
Bramble!
So that turned out from a 4 versus 4 to a fucking 4 versus 3.
And that is going to, since he had to use his full movement and use part of his action, that's going to be Simon's turn. It's now Graven's turn.
Wick.
Graven is going to make his way over here. Let's see. Let's get an actual view. Let's see how far he gets. He's going to dash and get to about there. Full action dash. Then he's going to bonus action cast a familiar spell on himself. And his armor glows a slight light.
Motherfucker, that's my thing.
And that's his action, bonus action. That will be Graven's turn. It's now Sindri's turn. Sindri is actually going to do in a similar fashion. She's going to take a full dash and get to about there.
I'm still praying that the Changebringer is on my side this day. Come on.
And she's gonna hit to use her action, and that's pretty much gonna be her turn. Iona looks over to you and goes, I heard what you said about you from the other guys. Tell you what, I'm gonna have fun with that Dragonborn girl first. Then I'm coming after you.
Sounds like a deal.
Wow.
Then she's going to go make a 30 feet about there. And then you watch as she puts her hands together, and a array of lights begin appearing around her.
Oh shit, I should have given you one of the wonderful magic missiles. Sorry, too late.
You can flick it out there for me.
Yeah, just like, that's you! Just throw it.
Here, I dropped this right in front of you.
And you watch as a display of lights begin appearing around her.
Pretty.
Oh fuck, I know the spell. I know this spell, Erin doesn't.
Just a range of thaumaturgy.
Alright, it now goes to Bramble's turn. Bramble seeing the crowd coming towards him and seeing you guys down here, he's going to make a 30-foot movement down this way. And then he's going to use his bonus action, and he's going to cast something on his weapon. And you see he's holding his weapon in his hand, and you see a array of thorns and vines begin growing all over his weapon. And that's going to pretty much... And he looks over to you like... that was a really fast run for him.
He used his movement and his bonus action. As his action, what does he do with that?
His action is going to go into a dodge because he's worried that you might not get to him.
Yeah, he's right.
All right. Now goes to Demodon's turn.
Demodon can get to him because I have 40 feet of movement, so I will move up to Bramble.
Don't stack.
Fireball.
Right.
And stab him in the back.
Right in the back of the kneecap. I will bonus action into my rage. My main action will be dodge. Actually, can I hold my? No, I don't want to hold my main action anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna start my rage. Bonus action dodge. Call
I mean,
Idris.
bonus action, rage, action, dodge.
Yeah, bonus action, rage, action, dodge. Call Idris into effect, and just beave and wob and beave,
Idris Elba.
bob and weave.
I'll let that happen. Okay, Arian, you just watched as one of people who you thought was going to be your allies got taken down in 10 seconds. Taken down in 3 seconds, and now they're all making their way over towards your other allies.
Okay.
Okay. Well then.
Oh.
I'll move up to. Yeah. Sadly, Aaron only has that amount of move. Aaron will move up to here. And
70, Jesus.
as a bonus action, will cast Shield of Faith on himself.
Okay. Shield of Faith. Red dot indicates concentration.
What was this guy's name again?
Graven.
The Raven Queen.
Graven the Raven Queen.
Okay, actually, Aaron is going to move up to. Yeah, he's gonna be this cocky. He moves up to here
Dash.
and
Takes
screams
the
to
podium.
looks at Craven and says, "Come."
Okay, is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay, goes back to Simon. Simon, seeing you all by yourself over there, he's gonna make his movement over towards you.
You can try it.
All right, he is now going to,
As he has a +20 on all of his rolls.
Well, for this sake, he's going to. You see that he comes rushing towards you. His feet are his feet are touching the ground like incredibly fast, and he then makes his way towards you at an unusual speed. And he raises up his shield like he's about to smash you with it. And as his bonus action, he's essentially going to do a feinting attack, where he makes you flinch for a little bit, and you don't notice his battle axe coming up. Burn one of his superiority die to get advantage on this attack.
Fucking fight.
Ooh.
17 still misses. So, all right.
I didn't call you Simon.
Then he's going to take another attack at you. This time with just a straight roll. 28.
Hits.
All right. You take 10 plus 11 radiant for 21 damage. Make a concentration check.
I only take 5 damage because stone endurance.
Actually, it was
You
16.
reduce
16.
So you're taking another additional 11 radiant on top of it. This is the first attack that actually made contact.
Okay. Constitution saving throw. Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, you succeed. Now he's going to make another attack against you because he has 3.
Oh, shit.
12. That misses.
Misses.
Oh, yeah,
Go
because
for
of
high
the
armor.
Is it his or is it just a really high level?
It's
That's
based
oversized.
It's probably the boots, yeah.
Then he's going to use the remainder of his movement to go to there.
To get the fuck out of flank.
You can make an attack against him at disadvantage.
What? Disadvantage? Why?
Because
You are not sure. He's just that fast. 9 misses.
Motherfucker.
I think we need to clip his wings.
That's going to be
Testicles.
Simon's turn. All right. It's now Graven's turn. Graven is going to. Let's see. bonus action, he's going to conjure a familiar item that you've seen before. It appears right next to you.
Mother.
And then he's going to attack with a spiritual weapon. 14, that misses.
Yeah. We can't see the rolls, by the way.
Oh, right, crap. I did a lot of practice runs for these guys, so I had them all on whispers. So that you guys wouldn't get any spoilers. Sorry. Okay, so it was a 20 to hit, that missed. So, and then he's going to use his action. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw. Okay, you
Nice.
you begin hearing like bells ringing in your ears, but you may have to drown it out.
Thank God for your aura.
He's going to move himself right there. And it's going to end his turn. Sindri is going to move over to here. And then she's going to point her hand over towards you, Dimmadon. And she's going to say, sorry. And then I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my God, prioritize people.
And I say thank you. Okay.
Okay, natural 20.
Doesn't give a fuck.
You couldn't quite hear what the word that she uttered, but you
Guess
managed to
somebody
drown
has
it
my
out.
helmet.
And at this point, seeing as her spell didn't work, she then pulls out a potion.
Does that count as an attack on me?
That was actually a spell, so it doesn't count.
Command,
as an attack.
probably,
Okay.
or something. Kind of.
Too sad. Yeah, for the rage.
Yeah, that's what I was
So
wondering.
you do see, as she pulls out a potion, as she uncorks it, and she drinks it. Jasud, you recognize this bottle.
Damn it.
And as she finishes drinking it, she drops it, and all of a sudden you see what looks to be almost like dry ice and water coming out of her helmet. It's like there's like bits of frost that are actually forming up on her armor, like close to where her
Wait,
helmet.
what kind of dragonborn was she again?
White, by the looks of it.
Silver, but it works on both.
Oh.
Sorry!
And
Yeah, in the crowd. Sorry.
and that's going to be Sindri's turn. Let's see. Changebringer girl
Damn.
is going to use
Shit
her
came at
full
me.
action.
Like there's some history.
I know that shit came at me. I was gonna let her go.
She's going to move to here. So she's going to use her full dash, but Sindri is now in range, and she has to make a wisdom saving throw.
She'll be making more than that in a minute. Bitch.
Wisdom. She's crap. I keep forgetting to whisper these guys. She rolled a 26, so she resisted, but she still takes half damage. On the
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it guardians? Spirit guardians?
Probably. Looks like it.
yeah, it's you yourself probably recognize this spell from your father. It's actually one of his favorite spells. Okay, that is 3d8. Cut in half because she resisted. Still takes 8 radiant damage. Not bad. All right, that is going to end her turn. Bradwell's going to come walk over to you and give you a pat on the shoulder, like, "Let's go get him!
Let's go get him, Blue!
I'll say that he gave you a bit of a nudge as a kind of like a reminder. I'll count that as an attack just for shits and giggles.
Nice.
He's going to rush over to Sindri using the rest of his movement, and he's going to make 2 attacks against her.
He's like, stay sharp.
Fuck!
I'll stay
I had-
frosty because it's a white dragon ball.
Oh,
1 second. Whisper, take off whispers. I knew I forgot to do something before we started the session. I should have taken the whispers off of all these guys. Okay, so let's.
Wick! Wick! Stop!
Yes!
Shh!
Okay, so that does
Nice.
Wow.
19, 23, 27 points of damage, and she has to make a DC 15 split save. That's how much? 27? That hurt. Much as like these, at the point of impact, these vines begin springing all across her, and she has to make a strength saving throw. She's actually really good at those. Sorry, Bramble. Oh,
Hey.
13. Shit.
Oh,
Nice.
Demi unleash! Demi unleash!
As vines wrap all around her and actually root her to the ground, she's actually kind of tight to herself a little bit, and she can't move. For the purposes, all attack, she is now restrained by vines.
Fire breath.
Alright, so if I go in on my movement.
Oh, wait. Bramble had another attack. That was only his first one.
Oh, well, shit, she's dead.
So yes, advantage on the second because he's restrained.
Fuck! Another natural 20.
Oh.
She's down.
Bramble. I should have bet on him.
Bramble
Why did I
is
bet on him?
I'm trying to dodge your word to that.
on this Dragonborn girl. She's about half her size, and he's just taking this the tree with the boulder and its roots, and swings once, then swings down again. The roots taking taking a full effect, and she is that hurt. That there are now noticeable dings in her armor. It's now Dimmadon, your turn.
Alright, so my 40 feet of movement can get me to here, but would that make me have to do a saving throw?
Yes. If you're running, if you run.
Well, I was gonna run from the outside. I was gonna come from this side,
You can't go here.
like coming from that direction. Yeah.
Yeah, you would essentially.
Well, I'm trying to get the
within range.
flanking.
You would have to get.
You already have advantage because she's restrained.
Well,
Oh,
wisdom save.
okay, yeah, that's right. That's right.
You didn't think about that at the moment. So, wisdom saving throw.
Wait, no, I was asking you if that would put me there before I went there. That's what I was asking. I was just showing you a reference to where I wanted to be.
Well, if you wanted to get flanking, which your initial thought was to get flanking, you would have to you'd have to stand there.
Okay.
But you would be within range of spirit guardians.
Right.
You would probably go there.
So, well, my other thinking was that if I is that I'll stop here because I have 10 feet of range on my attack, so I can attack her once, and if hopefully it kills her, and then I can get a second attack on him.
Sure.
So.
I mean, you could do it from there, couldn't you? You could do it there. And not be within range and still get flanking if that's what the thought was.
You have Richard.
I got a
Well, I don't have.
Well,
That's 5.
This is the heat of the battle. Let Dimmadon make his choice.
Right. Yeah. That other one was 5 feet. This one here is 5 feet more than I have for movement. So.
Oh, right.
This one here is exactly on my 40 feet. So. All right. So yeah. So I'm gonna attack her first for trying to mentally telepathically whatever the fuck she did to me. Bitch. Taking her out.
Right. Make your attacks at advantage. because she's restrained.
At advantage. Plus my rage. I'm still raging. So.
+2.
Wow.
Okay, she's still standing. That definitely hits. That looks. She's definitely standing, but she's barely in there.
All right. So I will follow it up. And go ahead and get that hopefully final in on her. There we go. Now everything's on.
That hits, and yeah, fuck. She didn't get a chance to use that potion.
Oh, that might have gone to waste.
Right?
How do you want to have beaten her? This is not to the death, but you would beat her.
Just I'll just flip my halberd around and just hit her with the butt of it in the back of the head, just to crumple her down.
Easily enough, you bring up your flaming halberd. The flames from the halberd, as the budding is inflamed as well, burns off a good chunk of the entangling vines, restraining her, and you just whomp, and she just lights out.
All right,
Nice.
and that would be the rest of my movement because I don't have any more, or the rest of my turn because I don't have any movement. So.
All right, Arian, it is now your turn.
I look at the change player next to me and say, "Well, she's done, but I still don't want to fight you. I want to keep you till the last.
Oh, thank you.
Let's focus on the champion currently." And
Sounds fun.
I will, as my action, cast Lay on Hands on back up 6 points
On who? On yourself?
on myself to get my damage back and my health back.
All right, how much do you? How much are you pouring into yourself?
16.
16 hit points.
I have 14 left. As my movement, I move up to here. Wait, can I go up to there actually? Yeah, I will have a little bit of fun.
Hey, Zeus, calm down.
As my bonus action, I drink the breath attack potion, and
Alright.
I'm gonna attack the champion with it.
Actually, that's Dick's turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a bonus action to do both. So
But it has 30 feet range on it, so if he runs away from you.
Okay. Well,
you still have your action.
No, my action was lay on hands. Wait.
Oh, yeah,
lay on
right.
hands, bonus action or
Action.
action?
It's an
There's
action. Yeah,
there's an
you're
action
right.
that you get. So you use your action to heal yourself a bit, then you use your bonus action to take a potion. That's pretty much, and you use your movement to get to there. That's your turn.
Can I use a? Okay, that's all.
All right, Simon's turn. Simon looks at the two of you. He's like,
Get down.
"Let's see how well you handle this." And he's going to move. He's actually going to move to here, still within your range for your glaive, because you have a 10-foot.
Mhm.
And he's going to make the attacks against you, Arian, because he sees you and he wants to. He sees you as more of a challenge.
Hey, what's the correct on that?
He's going to bonus action. Again, he's going to attempt to feint you, make an attack with advantage.
That would probably burn one of his superior die, right?
If it was to hit, then yeah. But he sees it. He tries that, but it misses. Your AC is 24 right
3.
now.
Yeah, 24. No,
Oh,
23.
wait, 23. Yeah, you don't have the cloak on yet. He does.
But still high enough.
23. So that's his first attack. Annoyed by this, he's going to
Maybe change the target.
he's going to make a precision attack. So he's going to make an attack against you. It hits. So he's actually going to this hits, and he's going to make for another dice. I need you to make a strength saving throw. Okay,
I
you
think I
succeed.
saved.
Fucking aura
You
protection.
managed to keep from dropping your shield, but
I
he
look at him
that's-
and smile like a motherfucker. I'm happy.
you're not going to be smiling for much longer because I still have to roll damage. So
Oh, fuck.
that is 15 plus 11 makes it 26, and then another D10 for his superiority die damage.
Smile anyway.
I'm smiling anyway. So 20.
Another 9.
While he's sleeping.
There's a crowd looking at you.
So 26 plus that's 35 damage for that one successful hit.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
And then he's going to make another attack against you. This one will just be a straight one.
Wait, I have to make a con save.
Okay, so it's
Oh.
36. You have to make a DC 18.
Oh, it doesn't count. Thank God for the adamantine armor.
Shield of
Okay,
Fear.
you drop-
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, you unfortunately dropped your concentration
Mhm.
because
Hits, but it doesn't crit.
that doesn't crit, thankfully.
God.
Jesus.
But let's see what the damage was. So you take 13 damage. There's no 11 on top of this because that only applies to the first hit that he does.
Hmm.
Then he's going to move over to. What's he going to do? He's going to move over to here, make an attack with disadvantage.
Again? Nope.
9. Shit. He's way too slippery. He now is going to use an action surge, and he's going to make 3 attacks against you, Demodon.
Cool.
And like he said, he looks over, runs up as he rushes up to you and says, "Even with all of you together, you can't beat me."
If you say
Okay.
so.
Going to make an attack. 14 misses.
Well, lucky me.
Attack.
Oh, that one
That
hits.
hit. I need you to make a. Let's see. What's he gonna do? Strength saving throw.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do resist it, but you do still take the damage.
I don't know why it was on. Oh, because you had me roll advantage last time.
So that was
8.
8. 8. Then this one also be halved. So that's it would have been a total of 25, but you managed to half it down to 12 damage. First attack that hit, and this is the his last attack. That hits. Another 8 damage.
Keep using your nat 20s on saves.
Right?
Okay. So you took 12 before, and this one would be 8. So you took a total of 20 damage from that last.
Yep, I'm down to
from that-
53.
from that
Yep.
round. Then he's going to rush over to here.
Is that also a disadvantage for me?
Yep.
All right.
$14 sadly misses.
Damn it.
This guy is fast, despite the fact that he is wearing such large armor. He is moving at such incredible speed that it's almost impossible to hit this guy.
He's flying too.
Well, he's not flying actually. He's actually on the ground.
Are you still running, or is he still like
He's-
flying but
He's
close
like,
to the ground?
he's like angelic running.
He's,
Yeah.
he's like
Like Naruto running.
quickly propelling, but he's
It's
still on the
propeller,
ground.
yeah. Okay. He's at the ground level, but he's still going like crazy. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Graven is going to, seeing the Changebringer one over there, he's going to move his spiritual weapon. It's going to make an attack against her. 25 hits. She takes 9 force damage.
This guy's a
And then-
bastard.
He's going to move 30 feet this way. And then he's going to look over to, I'll say, Bramble. And Bramble needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Fill it up.
He succeeds, and again, a similar set of bells would have been in his ears, but he manages to shrug it off. And now it goes to the Changebringer's turn. Changebringer's going to wait, gotta grab her shit with her.
Give her an
she-
aura.
Yeah, she is going to be moving through here. Trying to get her. I need both. As she passes through you guys, Bramble and Dimmadon both have to make wisdom saving throws.
Then
20.
you have-
Oh, I've hit it at
Yeah, but-
disadvantage, but the 20 is the first one,
It
so.
would have been. It would have been a 20. So, and Bramble.
And you have 21.
Plus 1, plus 3 for the aura protection.
24.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. So Bramble succeeds as well. So he actually takes half and then half again, because he has a special ability.
Or of the ancient.
So, Dimmadon, you only take 6 radiant, and Bramble takes 3 radiant. She moves to there, and then she's going to use her action to attempt. Oh wait, what she's going to do is that she's actually going to use her Channel Divinity, and as she puts her hands together, you see her form shake just a little bit, and you see another Iona pop up right next to where Simon is. And then she looks inquisitively at him, and then she's also now going to use her bonus action to conjure up another familiar item. She's going to actually pop out her own spiritual weapon right next to him as well. I was going to make her attack against him. Shit. Would have been at disadvantage, so I have to reroll that anyway because I keep
We
forgetting
didn't see
that.
the attack.
We're not seeing it.
I'm talking to myself, saying that I'm lecturing myself about putting these things on non-whisper. So spiritual weapon at disadvantage. Natural one. Yeah.
What the fuck? Okay, let's take out this motherfucker first then.
That's pretty much Iona's. That's her movement, her action, and bonus action. Yeah, that's her turn. Bramble.
Let me.
God, you're up far.
I don't hear you.
You can hear me. I know it.
Yeah. Bramble is going to march his way through her spirit guardians. He's going to make another wisdom saving throw. He wants to get within range of him.
Wait, can't she decide who's getting damage?
When she cast it, and the only one she allowed to pass was you. Everyone else is still victim to it.
Oh.
Okay, he still succeeds, so it's this quartered. So it's would have been 6 down to 3 again. So nothing too much to worry about for the hardy Bramble. Yeah. And then you watch as he puts his hands together and says, "By the will of the will of the Wild Mother, may you be burned!" And slams his weapon into the ground, and he uses his Channel Divinity, Nature's Wrath. Now it's Iona and Simon need to make either athletics or the strength or dexterity saving throws of their choice to try and resist being restricted by the vines that are now emerging out of the ground, radiating from this person within 10 feet of you that you can. Oh crap! He wouldn't be able to do that anyway. My bad. So he has to dash and get to there. So I didn't read that one bit. That was my fault. But he decided to just move up into melee with him to try and get his attention.
What does he do with his bonus action?
It's a action to cast this.
Oh.
So sorry, I big reveal next turn.
Maybe.
Yeah, if he's there, still there.
Diverse.
All right, Dimmadon, it's now your turn.
Now, Dimmadon is an attacking type of person, so
Yeah.
We could flank this one actually.
I like this tag.
If you want to do that. Me?
what?
Yeah,
I'm attacking.
18 misses.
Ooh.
Or just as the flame tongue comes at him, and you watch as the aura that he has put around himself that somewhat deflects it. It's the flames just kind of fitter off of him.
Mm-hmm.
Tough guy, eh? Alright, so for my second attack, can I use my ring?
No, it's an act. It has to be your action.
That has to be the
used.
main action, so I have to use a second attack then. Okay.
Yes.
That one's not
11.
going to hit either.
Sadly,
Yeah.
that misses too. He raises up his shield and it just deflects your halberd again.
That's my turn.
Okay, Arian, it's now your turn. You see a number of your allies and supposed allies all surrounding Simon, but you have felt the blows of this man. He is a pinnacle of power.
I like supposed allies. I like that.
No, it's not gonna last anyway, that's for sure, yeah. No matter what.
First, for my movement, I go up to here. As for my actions, actually I need to heal myself because I'm a little bit fucked up. So I'm gonna use rest of my lay on hands to heal me back up 14 points. And as a bonus action, I would like to drink a superior healing.
Your what?
As a bonus action, I would like to drink a was it greater or superior? Greater healing.
Greater, probably, yeah.
You guys have not come across a superior ever.
Yeah, not yet, yeah.
That'd be great.
Sorry.
That's 4d4 plus 4.
I'll learn how to make them too. Probably, if we get one.
Oh, good. Hey, that's good rolls. Oh.
You healed up 16 hit points.
Nice.
And as that's all I can. I can't use my breath attack because I used my. No, I didn't use my action.
It's a bonus action to use it.
Okay.
You use your action to heal yourself, and then use your bonus action for the potion. So you did a lot of healing this turn.
Yeah, that's all. I'm gonna stay
All
there.
right. It goes back to Simon's turn. Simon, seeing the gall of this furball rushing up to him, he's going to acknowledge the respect of his bravery, and then he's going to come down on him like the wrath of God.
Oh.
Rainbow.
Look at the attack. That misses.
We can't see the attacks.
But you can.
Oh, God.
Oh.
That one's gonna hurt.
Good.
Then
Bramble, no.
take is it 11
Ah,
plus.
that's
But
not
he
too
also that's
Better
the
him
first
than
attack.
me.
Yeah.
Plus
The first
11.
attack for the turn takes another 11 radiant, so that's actually 24 damage on that one hit, and then he's also going to make a strength saving throw.
Better him than me.
So another strength save. Oh, that fails. Bramble is knocked prone and takes
Rumble, no.
he also takes another how much? 9 damage.
Period. I does that motherfucker have. He's a fighter.
So,
probably
Bramble
a
gets knocked
fighter.
prone. Then he's also going to make his last and third attack, this time an advantage because Bramble's prone.
Natural one, twice.
28. 15 slashing. Ouch. Watch this, Simon. This furball that stands almost a good 2 feet taller than this man manages to block the first blow, but the blow has so much power behind it, it almost knocks his shield away, sitting him off balance. It takes his opportunity to slash upward, gashing the side of Bramble's leg, and then he ends up falling down to the ground prone, and he brings down the axe into his shoulder, constantly going after the arm that holds the shield. That was a bad round for Bramble. And that's going to... He's also now going to use his... But he hasn't even taken any damage yet, so... That's going to be his turn.
Wait,
Now,
he hasn't taken any damage.
no one's managed to touch this guy yet.
Because we have disadvantage on the attacks.
No, because he keeps disengaging during battle, and we miss him on the
Yeah.
attack of opportunity.
Oh man.
Let's see, the Raven Queen. Graven Darksbane. Seeing you rush up to him, he's not too keen on you fucking with him, so he's going to reach out his hand He's going to attempt to hit you. Damn, 23. Inflict wounds.
Me.
That could only
Yeah,
be
you-
you. I'm 10 feet away.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
And you take 15 necrotic damage as you watch as he manages to touch your armor, and you watch as a dark pulse emits from his hand, and like you feel the muscles in your neck lock up and like veins begin to burst. Then that's he's too nervous to move from where he is because he turns around. He's just going to try and hurt you. He is going to move his spiritual weapon 20 feet that way. But that's going to be his turn. Now, Iona is going to... wait, I forgot the... There's a 24 slide. That's 31 plus... That's 46. Yeah, 19. Yeah, Bramble's looking really rough.
I should have bet on the other guy. Fuck.
Iona is going to move her double there, and she is going to move.
We can't hear you.
On mute.
Fate, we can't hear you. You're mute. Nope, we can't. Nope. We can't still hear you.
Hello?
Hello,
Yeah.
hello.
Hey.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, Iona move. Bramble looks really, really rough. Iona moves into range. Both him and Simon have to make wisdom saving throws. Simon succeeds, and Bramble succeeds. So he takes quarter. One takes half, the other one takes quarter. So 9 damage.
9.
Other one goes to 4. So Simon, for the first time, actually takes damage.
Nice.
And that damage wasn't too much for Bramble, but he's still not looking good. Then she is going to use her action because her double is actually moving right there within 5 feet of the target. She actually gets advantage on this attack, and she is going to attempt to do inflict wounds at 2nd level. Advantage. Fuck! It would have been advantage, but then it would have been disadvantage, so it would have canceled, so it would have just been a 20. Still misses.
What?
Damn.
Here's to AC.
And then she's going to use her spiritual weapon to attempt to smack him. But disadvantage. Good. Oh, wait, no. He took damage from the Spirit Guardians.
Yes.
Okay, so that spiritual weapon actually hits.
Nice.
What about her inflict wounds?
Nice.
No,
No, it still
the
doesn't
inflict
hit.
one still misses, but in the
Okay.
sense that the inflict one's barely missed and the spiritual weapon barely hit.
Okay.
So she does a 10 force damage to him. Not
Not
bad.
too bad. Yeah.
Iona's is looking pretty good in this competition so far.
Yeah. She's doing pretty well.
She can continue like that, please.
Bramble's turn. He's going to stand up, and big reveal. He's going to raise his weapon and goes, by the Wild Mother, be burned! So, I guess he's not too happy about being hurt by Iona's Spirit Guardians, which actually on his turn he has to make another save. So he's starting in it. Shit. That's not good. He actually failed. So
He might be asleep before he can do that.
this at half damage, so he only takes 5. He's still standing, but he looks hurt. he's kind of using his weapon as kind of like as a crutch to still stand. Then he's going to use his Channel Divinity, Nature's Wrath. Now let's see. Simon will make a strength saving throw because he's better at strength. He fails.
Whoa.
All right, and then
that's not just
Iona.
a fail.
Yeah,
That's a critical fail.
Iona's gonna make a dex save because she's actually better at those. 12. She fails too. So they are now both bound in vines.
Lightning javelin, you can take them all.
Let them have their fun for now. Let's fuck this fuck up right in front of us first.
It's only
And
a
then
5-foot line.
Bramble is going to attempt. See, while restrained in the vines, the creature repeats the saving throw at the end of each of their turns. Bramble, he looks hurt. That was his action. He doesn't want to stay anywhere near these guys. He's going to try and move away. But Simon's going to make an attack of opportunity because he's restrained. With attack advantage. It's disadvantage because he's restrained, but it's still.
Ooh, that's high roll.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, sorry, Bramble. Watch as Bramble begins making his way away from him, and then all of a sudden, this pure strength of the man comes barreling through, pulling vines, and Bramble goes down as it gashes him in the back.
Better him than me.
Wait, if I remember correctly, his Channel Divinity stays. Because
Yeah,
he used
it's
that
not concentration, so
Yeah.
they're still restrained
For now,
for the
yeah.
time being. All right, that ends Bramble's turn. Dimmadon, you watch as you have your quarry in front of you, but you also see.
You have advantage.
Oh yes, I do. Good.
I'm flanking with you.
That was the first hit. It's the second hit. Advantage.
Yeah,
22.
well,
That
yeah,
hits.
correct. And then it's to be the second one. This one has the advantage turned on. So
Well, 1 second. Okay,
The first-
there's actually yeah, both of them would hit even without the concentration. So that would be 16, 23 plus 23 plus 14. It is 37, 39 points of damage to him.
Concentration check.
Nice.
So he has to make
Concentration check.
two concentration checks. This guy actually has pretty awesome con. Succeeds on the first one, and succeeds on the second one. So he still maintains concentration on his spell, but that fucking hurt.
Maybe can you move in?
but he felt me.
Question: would flanking work still for me if I attack him?
Yeah,
right
he's in range of. He's in range.
now? Okay. I'm gonna unleash on this.
Yeah, because basically my halberd's keeping him in check on the other side. So,
Yeah, it's the same as if he was 5 feet away.
Okay.
and then yeah, that's my turn.
All right, Arian, it's now your turn.
2 attacks, Dawn Flame. Finally.
Crit.
Second level Divine Smite.
All right.
Of course.
Roll your damage.
As you should.
14 plus. Yeah, you got him. How do you want to
Got
knock
him.
this guy down?
As I come and swing at him, I lean in close and you picked the wrong side, and bam him out.
All right, you take down Graven. You smash him in the back with the Dawn Flail, and he goes down.
Hey, that's most of my first attack. I can move.
Mark off that you've spent that spell.
Hey, yeah, we'll do. Spell. Will still remain on. as of my movement and my second attack, yeah, perfect in reach actually. I'm gonna move up to here. And as my second attack, can I throw the lightning at him?
Yes. This will just be a straight roll. Oh wait, that count
It's
as
restraints,
no,
I think.
no, wait. Yeah,
He's proficient in javelin.
Oh, hold on. The reason I'm saying is because there's a certain thing that he has, which has been
Yeah.
doing things for him, but because he actually has been hit, that's not happening until he comes back to his turn. So yes, you do get advantage on this.
So basically a javelin throw first.
Nice.
Okay, this is gonna hurt. All right, Fimbalar, roll the damage for lightning javelin twice.
Oh, you want me to roll it? Sure.
And we'll just add 2 for the. We'll just add the the extra 1 on it. Okay.
Wow. Okay. Nice.
Okay, so that'd be an additional 1 because he has a 1 strength higher than you, so that'd be 6 plus 6 makes 12, plus 22 makes it 34 points of damage.
Pretty good.
As the lightning javelin. Oh wait. Because he's restrained, he actually fails dex save. So yeah, that's full damage.
It's auto fail, yeah.
So he takes 34 points of damage as you watch as the lightning javelin comes careening at him. He can't move out of the way, and it hits him right in the shoulder. And the vines that are still left over from the vines that are entangling him all light up, and as you see the full reach of the vines that have entangled him, he takes a total of 34 points of damage. Not bad. He looks at you and says,
That is a joke.
Finally! Now this is a fight!
Wait, we did bonus action? Because I did use that shield of faith. Because I know I'm fucked right now.
Yeah, cover yourself.
Get it while you can.
So shield of faith on myself. Can you make a red dot so I have concentration?
Yep.
Yep, that's... Wait, I move... Yep, that's all of my movement. I can't do shit.
Okay.
So,
That is-
let's hope
okay.
he can't move!
He looks like, finally. Sorry, lady. I have some other business to attend to. He's going to,
I beg that he will fail the strength save because it says so on the...
well, let's see. He's going to attack her. That hits. He burned a bonus action for the feigned attack. I forgot to mention that. Which would have canceled it out.
Mhm.
So he hits. There's an additional D10 of damage plus 11. So that's 30. That's 23 plus a D10. 23 plus 1. So that's 24. And that fucking hurt. So that took a big chunk of her vitality. And then he's going to make another attack. He's not going to burn any. He's going to try and hold on this one. So he's just going to make another attack at disadvantage against her. Oh, that one. Okay. I'll say Jasud, since you're not really involved in this. High or low?
Just so we can't hear you. I can read
Low.
your lips.
He was all happy too. He's like, whatever I said, everybody heard it.
Okay.
I shout it loud enough to hear in Germany and France, it's fine.
Okay, so he manages to. He tries to make the attack against her, but as a consequence of his actions, he ends up falling prone.
While being restrained. Oh,
So
fuck.
then he's going to
It's like
forcibly.
hanging over.
So he won't even be able to get up because he's restrained. So he's still going to be able to make attacks, but it'll still be at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Other one at disadvantage. 13 misses. All right, and now he's going at his turn. At the end of his turn, he's going to make his
Save for the
strength-
mines. Yeah.
Wait,
strength saving
since
throw.
he's prone, doesn't he have a disadvantage on that?
Not on his strength save.
Oh.
It's only on Dex. Yeah.
That's
Dex
right.
will fail.
Okay, he's actually going to burn his Indomitable to re-roll that, and that's he succeeds. He is no longer restrained.
But still prone.
Still prone.
Okay.
Demi, unleash.
But then he's going to use his oh, he had to burn his bonus action to get the first hit. So yeah, so that's his turn.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the save is at the end of his turn anyway. So.
Yeah. So Iona's turn comes up.
Wait, does he take damage from the Spirit Guardians on the start of his turn?
Very good reminder. I can't remember everything. So,
Holy shit.
I
This is
know
how he
cleric spells.
dies.
I know cleric spells because I used to play a cleric so hard. And
wisdom
since he was restrained, he can't make save. I think.
succeeds.
Oh,
Well,
wait,
wait, he actually would be taking. I forgot to mention this, but so I'm actually at. He's taking quarter damage from this because he has resistant to radiant damage.
Hmm.
Well, that goes to 6. It goes to 3.
which would cancel out his disadvantage thing, and I'm happy with.
So it is 8. Wait, that was a minus 34. So how much damage did he have? Took 34. So 87 minus 3.
87 minus 3. Oh fuck, he is still over 80.
Oh, you guys should have heard that shit.
Okay.
Oops.
Demi, unleash. He's under 100.
Yeah, it's Iona's turn. Yeah.
Power would kill, go!
I wish I had that right now.
She's going to try burn she's going to burn a first level spell, inflict wounds.
Advantage because he's prone.
Yep, and also because
She
that
has
hits.
a double, yeah. Nice.
Actually 9 points of necrotic damage because
What?
he's also resistant to necrotic.
Motherfucker. But still, damage is damage.
I actually need to add a couple points because I actually gave him damage from an attack she did before, so we'll just put him back in.
But thank God he wasn't resistant to lightning damage.
Nope, he's not resistant to lightning. That one, that was a nasty attack.
I'm glad it helped. I
All
thought
right.
about it at the last second. I was like, oh yeah, I have that. Wait. It's not even attunement too, like yeah.
Bonus action spiritual weapon. Prone, so advantage.
Come on.
That misses. Alright. Demodon.
Alright.
Turn.
Demonon's gonna launch a javelin at him.
Okay, you throw your javelin. Disadvantage because he's prone.
Yeah.
We can move up to here and throw it.
Damn.
Still, it doesn't
14
matter.
misses.
Wish the first one would hit him. And then I am going to take my movement and move
Stay
away.
next to me, brother.
Nope, I'm moving away.
You can throw another javelin, I think, right?
I only have one.
Oh, you only have one.
Yeah.
Wait, you move away?
This is a
He's
tournament,
leaving-
man.
He's making you the bait.
Motherfucker!
It's just
It is free for all.
and
Better hit than you, right?
actually,
Better hit than
yeah, because I already took an attack, so I can't dash, right?
Yeah, you can't. You won't be able
I
to
couldn't
dash.
dash. All right, yeah. So I'll do that, and then I have a potion of giant growth or giant strength. Which one is it? Growth.
It's
growth.
growth.
Growth, and I'm gonna slam that, and that'll be my
Bonus
turn.
action. You take the potion and you
And that'll be my turn.
You have 1d4 damage more to your hits.
Arians, your turn.
And advantage on strength save, I think.
Don't forget the cold breath.
Iona hurts. Iona looks hurt. Simon looks like he's taking a little bit of damage.
What's the reach for cold breath actually? 40 feet?
30.
30, yeah.
Could I concentrate and so I only hit him?
It's a single target.
It's a single target, so you'd only hit him no matter
Would
what.
it be a action or a bonus action to do that?
Bonus actions.
Yeah.
There you go.
Dex save, right?
No, con save,
save.
actually.
Oh, fine.
So, going to make a Constitution saving throw. This is 13 to resist it. He makes it, so he takes half damage of this. So roll 40.
Just makes it, yeah.
So,
That'd have been nasty.
okay, so
Nice.
it's 21, half to 10.
Yeah.
That's a shame. Fuck.
I imagine it's so strange for everyone stadium
Yeah.
really freezing air.
You still have your action as
That's
well.
as my movement, I will move up to here. And as of my action, I will use my action to drink the potion of growth.
It's I guess with potions it can be willy wobbly, so I'll say you can do that. So again, you watch as yes, there are now two large people standing in the middle of this arena, now standing each of them about 12 feet tall.
And I would like to say to Demi, let's fucking kill them. Actually, what happens to our voice when we increase in
Comes higher for some reason.
Kill him!
I've got a Present Stone, so I can be as loud as I want.
Oh yeah, we can use that as well. And that's all.
Alright, that ends your turn. Simon's turn. He is
On
going
his
to...
turn, he takes damage from the fucking Guardians. Spirit Guardians. I have to remember it.
Succeeds, so he takes quarter damage. This
Every little
Spirit
helps.
Guardian is more or less just annoying him at the moment.
But still,
That's
damage.
10,
damage.
half to 5, to half to 2.
Still damage. I take it.
Yeah. In the long run.
Yeah, because apparently we need him to take damage every round, or else it's harder to hit him. So
Displace it. Luke.
Alright, he's going
half of
to
him is meant to stand up. Okay.
stand up. He's going to
It's
take
full of
one
treasures.
on
Just
Iona.
It's full of treasure. This game's full of treasure.
I know, he's like a treasure hog. Kill him and take his stuff.
22.
He's like a dragon!
Yeah, that one hit was enough to take down Iona. As the blow comes at her torso, and it hits with such force that it actually lifts her off the ground, and he ends up throwing her off of her weapon. And she goes down, the Spirit Guardians goes down, and her double goes down, her spiritual weapon goes down, and she goes down.
Oh no.
Hey, top 3.
Shit, I should have bet each way on the two of you.
I get a medal.
At least bronze, yeah.
He looks over to the two of you and thinks to himself, you just keep making this more and more interesting. Let's have some fun with this.
Let's do this, little man.
He's going to run down here.
Wait, he can't. He can't run that fast because half movement. Because he has to stand up.
You're still
Okay,
hasted.
so he can move to there.
Does he have 50 feet of movement?
He has
Still
80.
more-
He's hasted,
80?
yeah.
Boy.
80 and a half. Oh, Jesus Christ.
And then he's going to take a potion himself.
Hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, if you can.
Yeah, good guys aren't the only ones who can go to the potion vendors, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Where'd all my knocked out bodies go? I was gonna start looting them. Somebody's got drinks that I can use.
Suddenly, giant fingers like. "Rrrr."
And then he takes the potion, and then you watch as he
Yes.
he's also going to use his bonus action.
Wasn't the potion bonus action?
No, you use the potion as an action, like how you got.
Oh,
He's
okay.
just
He made his movement,
Yeah,
made
yeah.
that action. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then he's going to bonus action,
A second wind. Fuck.
Yep.
and he healed up 31 hit points.
God, he's level. Oh. Oh yeah, I should have guessed.
Yeah,
You look at
level.
as he looks a bit
Fuck.
better than before,
He's a pretty strong guy.
and you don't get to be a 4-time champion for nothing.
Yeah. Especially in the capital. Yeah, yeah.
All right, that's going to end his turn. It's his action, bonus action, movement, and it goes to your turns. Your turn,
Come on, guys.
Demodon.
All right.
You have your enemy in front of you.
You can do this.
Question.
Does my movement add any?
No,
Okay.
it's still your same movement.
Basically, instead of we just.
Well, I only had to use one rage so far, so.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you still have some. That's true. Still,
All right,
it's,
so
yeah,
I
well,
will go ahead and move closer to him, and I guess I'm gonna have to begin raging.
Wait! You were 100 feet before. I think you misjudged your.
I was
marker.
here.
He was there.
So from there, you're 85, so you wouldn't be able to get to melee with. Oh wait, you
Yeah, I
can still go
wasn't.
within 10.
Yeah, I stopped here.
Yeah, you can get in range if you want with a dash, but yeah.
I get a range, but then I'm not gonna do anything. He's gonna get a chance to attack on me
Yeah.
first.
What's
Yeah,
what's your breath weapon?
My breath weapon is an action.
Ah, shit.
And it's not long enough for
Yeah, it's 15 feet. Yeah, I only get 15 feet on it, so I'd have to. No matter what, I'm kind of stopping here, and
It was
I'm
bonus
not going to
dash.
enter my rage. I will just start dodging.
All right, so you go into a dodge. Arian, it's your turn.
You could roll an action to attack also, but yeah, it's good.
You could dash and then use your cold breath within 30 feet.
I
Yeah,
can
it's
only
so
use
fast.
it once. I'm not
Probably
able.
getting the ranging.
Wait, I can use it multiple times.
3 times. You get 3 uses of it.
So
Yeah,
you
I
can
got
only
3.
use once, so you can use 2 more times.
Ooh, you gave me a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Give me something fucking good. Make me that 8 platinum.
No, only one of us can win.
Exactly. I'm gonna tell you to lose.
At least beat this one and you're sure to win, yeah.
Okay, that's a range. I have to move up to here, so I have to.
Maybe you guys should do double KO and give Jesu all the money.
They both won. Yes.
I move up to here, and I think I'm in range with the breath weapon. No.
No.
One more.
You can move. Yeah, but
Yeah, you have to move there.
And I
Now
will
you
use
would
my
have to dash.
bonus action.
Okay, I would just get his shit up.
Like a little kid blowing out a
he's not
candle.
The only one we have to worry about. Right?
Superman. Doesn't Superman have that power?
Yeah, he does have breath too.
Oh, he failed.
Yeah,
the ones they always forget about.
Well,
They got the
46
freezing breath.
damage.
yeah, it's true. He
Wow.
has that.
Because it'd be
He
too
doesn't
powerful.
use it that much, but it's pretty cool.
Hey.
There we go.
That was my.
Damage.
Bonus
Bonus.
action. You had the dash, bonus action.
Actually, I still have 5 feet of movement for my. Because I used my action, so I can move 5
Yeah.
feet back.
Okay.
It's not, yeah.
Because he just
Close
has
to
to
it's good.
think about jumping, and he's there anyway. So. Yeah.
Come at me, motherfucker.
He's coming for you both now.
That's your turn?
Yeah.
Alright. Goes to Simon's turn.
Hey, Simon.
Well, hopefully he's used all of his crits for the day.
He's got a
That's
couple more left in
always
the
gonna
You wish.
I've got a question. How many superior die does a fighter have, actually?
Depends on the
You-
level.
It depends on the level as well as the strength of them also depends
Yeah.
on the level.
What are you doing here,
Yeah.
wee little man?
You don't see his eyes, but you see a big grin across his face. He's actually going to use one of his superiority dice to bonus action feint, so he's going to cancel out the disadvantage on the dodge.
Yeah.
So it's just a straight roll. 24.
Oh.
Okay, you weren't raging, so you take 10 plus 11, so that's 21, plus another 2, so that's 23 points of damage on that first attack.
All right.
Then he's going to make another attack at you at disadvantage. 16. I think that still hits.
16 is a hit. Right? Just.
Okay, that's 12 slashing. And another at disadvantage. 24.
That's a hit. That might be it.
13 slashing.
That's all it needed.
No, you're still good, actually.
No, I'm not.
15 on
No, I'm not.
the
I'm
sharp.
at -1.
I think you're not keeping track 100% of the time, Arian, but yeah.
Okay.
So, Demodon, you watch as that you looked at it as, what are you doing, little man? It says, this. It hits you from by the ankle, behind the knee, and it's knocking you where you kind of come down to on your other knee, and then he brings down the axe onto your shoulder, and then he's going to take the butt of it and you don't have respect for power because you're weak. And then he slams you the side of the axe on the side of your head, and you just come slamming into the ground.
Okay.
Bring it back up.
So up to you, Iron.
I'm asleep, so I can't say anything.
Bring
Yeah.
it back up.
I
Yeah,
could
you
actually.
Nope.
No, you don't have any more. Well, if you have potion, I guess. Yeah.
I have normal healing. That's also in my.
Yeah, you don't
repertoire.
have lay your hands anymore. Yeah.
No, I can use cure wounds.
Oh yeah, right.
Question: once people are knocked out, are they getting?
Yeah, probably.
They're getting treatment for their injuries. But
Take it
it's
out
not
of the ring. Yeah.
they're out of the ring. You won't be able to do anything. So it's just you and him, Arian. Just you and him.
Come on, future Supreme Champion, it's now!
All 3 attacks. So he looks to you and says, "You're next."
Well, second place with it until now.
I'm getting excited because I'm like, this might be my chance to get the full money. Yes. 8 platinum. Yes.
Arian, your turn.
Come on. To it. First attack.
18 disadvantage, but it would still miss.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Cold breath.
Well, bonus action, cold breath.
Well, you still have 2 attacks. That was only your first attack.
Still disadvantage. But he took
Yes.
damage last round. Oh.
He didn't take damage last turn. He came back to his turn.
Mhm.
21. That actually fucking hits.
Just hits, yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's exactly what he needs.
Second level divine smite.
All right, that's your last second level.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
so that's a total of 18. He takes 9 radiant.
Yeah, it was just...
wait. Fuck.
Yeah.
Still.
Still,
just
yeah.
And bonus action, I'm gonna unleash a.
The last one.
Yeah. Let's use.
Okay, making you think you essentially go slam. First one misses, but then you slam again, and the radiant flail hits him. And
Did you write your D4 in?
Ah, fuck.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh, yeah,
because
they
you
actually
rolled
do
out. Yeah. Nice.
so it's another 1 because that also counts as radiant.
Yeah.
Okay, so
True,
No.
yeah, it's your
Was
weapon
it?
damage. Yeah, it's your weapon damage, yeah.
all right, so he succeeds on the con save. So he takes half this. So he takes
Grab
6.
Demi's sword.
6 cold damage.
Okay, so load up by another 7.
I only have to pray to the gods that he will not higher than. What does he get on attacks plus 10? He's not allowed to roll a 13 or higher.
on
Right.
3 attacks.
Is that your turn? action.
Yeah, action, bonus action.
I can't do anything else.
Run!
I would
And
love
go
to.
to his turn.
How long does haste actually stay?
What?
How long does haste actually stay?
Sometime.
You don't think you don't know if he has haste or not.
True. Could be something else.
So, he
Jasud,
doesn't-
you, I would say, like, for those of you who are not part of this fight, could, if you want to, make an Arcana check to see if you can discern what the hell is happening here.
Sure. No, I haven't a fucking clue. Can't see anything.
The one guy that should know.
Yeah, I'm not
I'm
great
so
at
enthralled in the fight.
I don't
Yep,
think
nope.
He's more worried about the. He's thinking dollar signs, not Arcana right now.
Money.
I'm thinking about the skywriting I'm about to do if I can win.
I want to say I am sorry that you guys didn't come into it as quickly.
It's
as
alright.
I know that it kind of turned into a big thing.
Let's
With I guarantee
quicken
that
this up.
Don't worry.
things are going to get better. So,
Darkness. I cast darkness. I'm kidding.
all right, it comes to his turn.
Fuck up the place.
Your current ace. What's your current AC right now?
23.
Oh yeah, because you used your bonus action again to cast.
Yeah.
Spell.
Shield of Faith again, yeah.
I can't see your text, by the way, if you're rolling. Ah, now I can see it.
Whew, there's one.
Close, but it misses.
Nice.
He's going to burn his last superiority die to
Finally.
get advantage on this attack. 27.
Didn't need it.
That's gonna hurt.
25 plus another d10. Oh, that's 35 points of damage.
Hmm.
Ow. Ow.
And I had to make a concentration check. 30 half of 35. That's
Nope, I dropped.
17.
Yep,
Yeah,
nope.
you drop your concentration
Oh, so
Your
this one's
AC
coming
got-
out.
back down to 21.
Mhm.
Then he's going to make another attack. Last one. Oh, misses.
Alright, you beautiful boy.
Come on, Aaron. How does he look? Probably not that hurt though.
He did a good amount of healing on himself before. Simon's looking okay. Arian's
Damn
looking hurt.
Yeah. It's gonna be hard. I should have made it up the champion.
Heal him, Ben. Heal him.
Good thing I did.
Alright, your turn.
My turn. I'm gonna. Okay. Bonus action. I'm gonna imbue my weapon with Thunderous Smite.
Ooh. Okay, bonus
And
action.
First,
Concentration.
let me attack.
Nice.
Disadvantage.
Miss.
Didn't he take damage last one?
No, it came back to his turn.
Oh yeah,
That's
okay.
the start of his turn every time, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right, that's your first attack. Second one,
Still with disadvantage, right?
yes.
Until you hit, yeah.
Ah, fuck it.
Sorry, both attacks go wide as you're having difficulty pinpointing the actual form on this character. This is seeing that it has literally boiled down to just you and him, and every opponent that stood before him has fallen. You have seen why this man has claimed the title of Supreme Champion for as long as he has.
Until now, second place. I'm still happy.
Okay, goes back to Simon's turn. He looks up to you and goes, "You fought well. I have to admit, I haven't had this much fun in one of these tournaments in a long time. Fun ends now."
Can you please say a natural one?
Nope.
Oh, that hits.
I thought you had a
And that
23.
is 27 slashing damage.
His
27
AC went down
damage.
because he lost
Oh,
his
that's right.
concentration.
Yeah, that's right.
Was that enough?
Nope.
That was a 27, 11 on there.
I'm on 8.
Okay. Here comes his second attack.
Doesn't count. No, normal attack.
I know, stop.
There's normal
Yeah,
attacks enough to
but-
get you by itself.
Who knows?
Still 14 damage. As you all are in like this character, this person that you know, Arian, has fought against so many strong opponents, but for the first time, you see him, even in his enlarged state, more embodying the spirit of his giant ancestry, being brought low by this one man. And as he comes down with his first attack, he slams it into your side, and you wince really hard as regards to the damage.
Can I
You come
go
down to
onto
it.
my? Yeah, can I go down on both knees actually?
Yeah, you're down on both knees, and then he grabs his battle axe,
Like a fireball from the crowd.
slams on the side of your head, flat-sided, and it knocks even your giant, 8 times heavier form off the ground, sitting spiraling sideways and hit the ground unconscious.
As I go unconscious, I smile and I say, "Well fought."
I would like to cast fireball now.
Okay. All of the other champions are being treated, and you watch as Simon makes his way back to the center where the champion's pedestal is. It says, "Well fought, all champions. This was a hell of a battle, and I honor you all." And the crowd explodes and cheer with, "Yeah!"
I put my head in my hands and start crying.
Mame looks over and goes, "Oh, I'm so sad that your friends lost, but they did very well. They were the last two. They were the last two against him."
I know. It's just not. It's not fair. It's not right. Should have won.
Well, he's an SMR champion, 5 years running now.
He's an ass. I'll give him that.
All right, you, Dimmadon and Arian, you wake up.
By the way, I think after the match is over, Zusa would instantly sprint to me.
Oh yeah, Izusa kind of carves a path. She accidentally her hind foot comes up and steps on your nuts just by mistake.
Couldn't get worse.
Mistake, quote unquote.
And then she kind of parts the crowd, almost trampling some people, rushing over to the treatment area to where you guys are being tended to.
I'll come help if needed be and cast a few cure wounds.
I'm gonna go check on Arian and Demi, see how they're doing.
Yeah, with you guys rushing with the Izusa carving the path, you guys have a pretty clear way to make your way over to the treatment area. And the other clerics, there are a handful of clerics there. Some of them from the Temple of Serenray, and others from the other temples as well. Essentially doing some treatment on the.
Oh, they didn't do their job then, yeah.
Yeah, but they're not opposed to letting you do some extra healing as long as you're not going to hurt anyone.
I'm sure they're pro.
Okay, we'll roll
It's
some
alright.
healing for you guys. 2D.
It wouldn't be polite, you know.
Hey, second
Okay.
place,
That
third
job.
place.
Dimmadon, first one you get 10 back, 15, 12, so you heal up a total of 37 hit points. Arian, you get 12, 13, 10, so you heal up 35 hit points. You both come to consciousness, and Izusa is just panicked over Arian. She's just constantly like,
I pat her and say, "I'm okay. Not dead yet."
I'm trying to get my cloak back off of Demi.
Alright, you got.
I see that and kick you in the balls.
You wolf just did that too!
Wait, actually, can I make an unarmed strike, please?
Oh, gosh.
With
I'll let it
disadvantage.
hit. I'll let it hit.
I think that's
Nice.
the way.
Okay, and one of them sees you, Jasud, and they they actually heal you for 5.
Hey,
On the nuts.
thank you. My nuts have never felt better.
Bad
And
loser.
as you are all being treated, you all are looking over it. You watch as Simon actually comes. His wings have dispersed at this point, but he has walked his way over towards your group, and he actually takes off his helmet, and you see a man with almost like a metallic golden hair, a little bit of a scruff right here on his chin. Not really intending to grow a mustache or anything like that, but it's like scruff, just like here. And he has vibrant blue eyes.
So basically, like mine.
Just a little bit, yeah. A little, yeah. Then,
Or more like Izusa's.
and Izusa is not happy looking at him. Like, she just saw him beat the ever-loving shit out of the person she cares about. She's growling at him.
Izusa, calm down.
I'll tell him to be a bit cautious too and look at him like,
And I'll stand up. I'll tell him, well fought, Simon. Well fought.
I also stand up, give Izusa a kiss on the.
You cut
I
out.
missed that. Yeah, you cut out.
I kiss Izusa on the head and say, "Calm down." Turn to Simon and say, well,
He looks to the two of you and says, "Well fought. I underestimated the two of you. I had the impression that the Platinum Dragon or the Raven Queen would have taken you down. I'm glad to see I was proven wrong. You jumped the gun a little bit, held back while the others rushed in. Maybe if you had worked in tandem with Changebringer and the Wild Mother, you might have had a chance. But all in all, this was a very fun fight. Good throw of that lightning javelin, by the way."
Speaking of which, can we have that back?
I give Fembula back the javelin and say, "It's perfectly balanced, by the way."
Calm
like
down,
everything
Thanos.
should be.
I look at Simon and give him my head and say, "You fought with honor. It was a pleasure fighting you."
It takes out. It has. It's a pleasure fighting you as well. I look forward to seeing where you go from here. I may have claimed the title for a 5th time in a row, but I expect you back here to try and take it from me next time.
You can bet on it.
Same thing for you, Dimmadon, was it?
Yes. Yes, it was, Simon. And I will see you next year. No doubt.
Indeed. I certainly hope that you. What? And then, as he's looking up to the northwestern area from the, and you see that there's a slight plume of black smoke, and then at this point you begin hearing it.
Whoa.
Like, you're also hearing the ding 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 ding.
Dinner time.
Like,
Oh. Ooh,
like a
like an alarm.
not good.
Wait, what is that? I asked Simon.
That's the alarms.
4?
Season. No, city's under attack.
What?
And-
Yeah, I guessed right.
You all look up and look in the same direction he was looking, and you see that there's a plume of black smoke far to the northwestern area. And Wolfie, you recognize that as the upper slums.
Fuck.
I look at the clerics and say, "Pump me up with healing." I go,
Well, let's see. They managed to pump in one last healing. They heal you for 19. Heal Dimmadon for another one. At this point, it takes you a while to get to the outside of the arena. You all go pretty much rushing, but you also let's see. It takes a little while for you to get all the way out of the arena and out to the main street to try and make your way there. And at
We're
this
not
point,
too far.
most
It was in Temple District, right?
yeah, you're in the Temple District.
Yeah, so it's not too far.
But, Fimbalar, as most of the guards have already made their way there, you don't see any guards in the immediate area. But I'd like you to make a perception check.
Is Simon with us actually?
Huh?
Does Simon follow us?
Simon kind of was with the group that
Wait,
kind
go
of
lay down.
rushed ahead. 19. That's enough. You do see the very large plumes of black smoke now appearing from the slums. But you also notice something else. No one else seems to be seeing. Because everyone is rushed to make their way towards the black smoke. From the military district, you do see that there are the plumes of smoke that come from the forges. But you also see what looks to be fresh black smoke rising from there. The district that is
Just starting to appear,
yeah, just barely starting to appear, but your high perception managed to note it. And make an insight check.
Do you tell us what you saw?
Yeah. I have to scream because Wolfie disappeared. Oh shit.
All right, so you saw it, but you have no fucking clue.
Oh right, there's a bit of smoke, but whatever.
You point out, everyone can make an insight check if you want.
Question: can I judge the? Since I'm smithing, I know the different kind of smokes that can be created.
Oh, I didn't
Insight
mean
is
that.
Oh wow.
That's alright, you went disadvantaged, still failed both times.
13 for Wolfie, 5. 20. There we go, Ariel,
Okay,
thank you.
Insight knows that.
The
The
smith
flames that are
motherfucker.
coming. The flames that are coming from. You see the smoke now. It was pointed out. And Wolfie, you also barely noticed it too, but there's far away smoke and there's close smoke. Close smoke might be better. Then you up, but Arian,
And I called her too.
this is not from a forge. Forge normally carries this is more widespread. Something is starting fires in the military district, and everyone is rushed over to the slums. You are the
I scream out. I scream, fire! Military district! Now! And I would look at everyone. Let's go.
It was a distraction, yeah.
seems that way, and
Let's
you
go, I
all
can probably take out.
As we ran there, I scream out, military district, fire!
and you managed to catch one or two guards, and actually, Name and Nimia actually were there, and they heard you shout out that, and okay, we'll try to get a hold of more guards. Try and head it off, I guess.
Stay
Take care.
safe!
You too. And you see, and the two of them rush off in the direction where the guards went, but you guys make your way to the military district. You have traveled this district a couple of times before, so you make your way over towards the vast plumes of smoke, and where they're essentially trying to cut off to where they're starting.
I guess
And
those two guards, that's the fastest way to get there. How do we get there quickly?
well, yeah, you follow them. You follow. Dimmadon probably would have had a better idea, and as well as Arian, given your travels in this around the town.
Through that section, right?
Yeah, you come around that way a couple of times through most of the time to reach the Temple District, so it's right next to it. But as you make your way, you begin catching up to where you see fresh plumes of smoke, and you also hear a chorus of battle. You hear. You make your way towards the sounds of battle, and you are met with this sight, this grim sight.
Oh, shit!
Oh, what the hell is that thing?
You all come to hear and see a menagerie of orcs, goblins, ogres attacking the guard and trying to break into the buildings, setting fires. you could you come into there. You can set yourselves up however you would have approached.
Where we
Right,
come.
left, sorry.
In the blue
Ah,
zone?
From the left.
All the way to the far left is where you approach into this area.
Holy.
Izusa is with you.
Siegfried as well, obviously.
Yeah, Siegfried too.
He's always with me. Always.
How can I scale up Izusa again? I can't do that.
I'm doing it.
Thank
Alright,
you.
so that's
Can
a
you
big-
make me sit on her?
Sure.
Holy shit.
Thank you.
Yep. What's... Can we see that? What's that?
Yeah,
And
that
at
looks
that
to
moment,
be.
I would like to. Oh, sorry.
Well, at this point, you get a
Hit
Quick.
the fuckers.
perception check. Just
I
to
would
get
like to. Sorry. I would like
Oh,
to
say
say
it
to
again.
just. Too big.
Okay, let me talk.
You-
Okay, you see the guards have essentially been backed up. You see the corpses of guards all through here as they attempted to try and quell what looks to be a war band of orcs and ogres. This figure here looks to be an ogre that has a large metallic canister on its back with a cover on top of it that has 4 goblins sitting in it, shooting flaming arrows and hitting rooftops, setting everything around them on fire. You see as there are detachments of groups of like orcs and ogres and a goblin that are trying to break into the buildings to try and grab people. You see, and you also see this figure here, a orcish appearing figure, but with horns and brimstone piercing out of his skin. His hand is currently clutched around the throat of a dead guard as he's just reaching down, biting a chunk off of his cheek and eating it. And that is the grim sight that we will be meeting up with next week.
Oh,
Oh, fucking hell.
can we note down? Arian screams to Justin, fireball!
No shit. Oh, shit, me.
Man, can't we fight? I want to fight. Well, fight them yes,
Gonna
together.
be who?
Just remember that you're still injured from the tournament, from the competition.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of them.
Yeah.
Well, but still, we have 3 guys who didn't use jack shit.
Thankfully.
Yeah, but there's a lot.
Don't forget that we have a fucking warlock who can fireball the living shit.
I mean, I've got 3 technically at most, but yeah.
Ah, that should be enough.
Oh my god, I'm gonna be looking at this like for days, and you're gonna be looking at this every day coming home, you're just like, what do I do? What do I do?
The first thing I would recommend you, fireball here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the grim sight that you'll be revisiting
20
when you
foot
come
radius.
back to us next week.
Guys, there's no way in hell we're getting this done in the next 3 hours.
Oh, I also know that you have to leave here in a little bit, Dimmadon.
Yeah, about an hour until I have to leave for work. There's no way we're getting this done in that time.
Yeah, there's a lot to this. So we'll be leaving this as the next mega encounter with our largest map to date.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
It's
it's gonna be-
gorgeous, but fucking hell.
Oh, we got
Yeah,
this.
that
I've
that's
got
the peak.
almost 2/3 of my life. We got this.
Oh no, you're hiding it! No!
Sorry, I can't leave you with too much to plot.
Pause.
You just already
Watch the
know
video and hit
for
pause.
the enemy.
Yes! Print screen.
Yeah, we just got a quick glimpse at it.
Okay, I screenshotted it.
Yep. Watch the video, hit pause. You're good to go.
All right, you guys, thank you all so very, very much for coming to meet us this week. We're closing our session a little early today, given the fact that if we have some people who have to leave, and this is a mega encounter that we really need everyone in attendance for. In the meantime, I certainly hope that you enjoyed our the day of challenging, as well as the competition for the Supreme Champion. Better luck next year, guys, but you did give him a run for his money. In the meantime, I certainly hope that everyone, all of our viewers, and those to come and those have been, had all the fun they could. And I certainly hope that you have a critical success of a day. Later.
Bye.
See you next week.